Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Memorial Day. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, We tell stories, and good golly gosh, we create magic. We are here with our awesome friends in the Wreckless. Everybody take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, for those that don't know what this is, hi, we are a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, having 5 parties living, existing, and breathing for those that do in the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world of Astera. Announcements. So last today's Monday. 2 days ago, last Saturday, we had our initiation into jumping into the learning the rules, the ins and outs, the world and the characters of Daggerheart. So we are continuing that this week. We'd be finishing up. We were kind of unsure of whether or not it was going to be like a 1-shot or 2-shot or 3-shot. It's going to be a 2-shot, so we're going to be finishing up our run with our heroes, 2 of which are right here that ended up playing the game. And by some silly start playing events, we actually are adding a new person, so there'll be 7 on Saturday. But it will be it was awesome. Not to go into it for too long, but I wouldn't say I was pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly
Allured?
No. It went at least as well as I thought it would be. But I would say nothing was too tricky. There's some things that I think a couple more go arounds would probably kind of solidify what would be best choices on that. But yeah, I mean, for you, actually, honestly, guys, if you want to kind of give like a little bit of like a player thing of like what you thought about it, please feel free if you want to now. Go for it.
I don't know. It was fun. I don't know what else to say. It's similar to D&D and the other games I've played. I mean, the concepts are the same. Just I did like the duality roles for doing things in hope or with hope or with fear. That was. Other than that, I enjoyed myself, but withholding final judgment.
Yeah.
I'm coming back for the second session, so it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Yep.
But a lot of that was
is...
you, though, so you should think about joining one of his games and know he did not pay me to say that.
This guy.
Thank you, Jack. Yeah, Sarah, anything to add?
Like Jack said, it's very similar to D&D. I did like the differences, especially combat not having initiative, and it made it just roll way faster than if it was all 6 of us plus the oozes and all that. And you got to do, like, even you said there's there's things you can do, like a cool tag team move and all this other cool stuff that we didn't get to try. So yeah. It seemed pretty cool.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I think for me, just a couple kind of notes about it. One of the things that was pretty big on the 1-shot that we did, in D&D, a typical sort of thing is that if you were never playing D&D or, a D&D like TTRPG before, and you wanted to start as a wizard, you would have, a bunch of people resounding, don't do it, because it's fairly complicated and it's kind of another level of complication over something that is, D&D is complicated. There's a lot of rules. We had a wizard on Saturday who had never played a TTRPG before, and she did great. She really seemed to feel. It seemed like it was satisfying to the point of what she was looking for. So that's kind of a big praise thing. I really liked the hit point system. The hit point system and the armor system is really good. I liked that conceptualness to it. It kind of made things a little bit more feel like the risk was a little bit more there, in my opinion. I like the concept of how they build The Guardian, which seems to be kind of like their version of a barbarian in a way. I like that one a lot.
So much fun. A little bit
I-
broken.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't say it's broken just yet. It's front loaded, as the D&D barbarian is, but like, you know, something I was saying with my friend, like low level games with barbarians is pretty strong. Barbarians are pretty strong out of the gate. So it might kind of at least be sort of similar in that fashion. Also, you guys are fighting some very like low level creatures. So we'll see how that kind of goes on. But yeah, I like the Guardian a lot. I liked how they designed, we didn't get to kind of go into it, but I like the beast form, which is like their version of wild shape. As a DM, it's I'll tell you, it's nerfed a little bit, and I think that makes a lot of sense. In keeping the hit points, your hit points stay the same. It is still your hit points. Which so basically the idea of that kind of like wild shape is more in the concept of being these creatures to be able to be you doing things that you couldn't do as a normal, you know, as a normal druid. So yeah.
Are there more options for that? Like the things you can turn into? Is it more curated, or is it still?
It's somewhat similar to like how 2024 does their design on their like new beast thing, where they're trying to like do like beast of the land. So there is there's like 7, I think, that are listed. So there are a little bit more options than like just those 3. But they all kind of give a little bit of like advantage in this sort of field and this sort of thing. But you're still carrying your stats for the most part in like the places that character would, or that creature would be weak to.
That's cool.
So yeah, I thought that was really cool. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but the last thing I want to mention is because we had a ranger on there that had a beast companion. It was so simple how they made the beast companion in a way that was like kind of like, oh yeah, like that's just better. Why didn't like anybody else think of that? So long story short, you have your HP pool, your hit point pool, and then you also have stress pool. So your stress pool is also kind of like it's similar, kind of like taking the place of like your like kind of in the way of like how your saving throws for like wisdom and like how we do that with like environment sort of things might affect you. That's kind of what stress is. But for the beast companion at level 1, they get 3 stress levels, and that's it. So they have no HP, they have stress, and when their stress goes down to 0, they're out of the scene until a long rest. So basically, no pets die, but they're still able to be used, and I can still as a DM, I can still attack them and get them out of the combat. So I really liked that a lot. I thought that was really cool, really well done. Yeah, and your companion can help you in a lot of ways other than just combat, which is nice. So super cool. You should give it a shout. Give it a shout. I'm giving it a shout for you to give it a shot. It is a very cool system. Very, very easy to get going into. And I would say it's only like, I put it in the realm of like, it is not as complicated as D&D, but it is a little bit more complicated than like Kids on Bikes. So it'd be like a kind of a good sort of in between sort of realm there. I may end up, the camp I run this summer, I may end up actually using that for it, because I think it would be really easy to set up and get started on. So yeah. So if you're interested in playing some Daggerheart, a lot of the players on, a lot of the GMs on startplaying.games are available for you to be able to jump into that game. We got the rulebook a little bit before everybody else. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I will say we got the rulebook a little bit before everybody else. I read it about maybe 2 days before it came out. So it's not that much. But yeah, it was so yeah, it's a good time to be able to kind of just jump in and just give it a shot and see what you think. I have very high hopes for it being, not just the new hotness in terms of TTRPGs, but maybe a standard from here on out. I really like it a lot. That's my thoughts. Cool. So yeah, so please check it out. Our session this Saturday is fully booked. As I said, we have 7 people. We only set up for 6.
Are you gonna put the 7th person?
Right here, right in the middle.
Right in
I
the
just
middle.
pointed with my camera. I mean, with my mouse.
Put
Yeah,
the new
there's a
person
box there.
right front and center. There you go.
Front and center, baby. Yeah. So there's that. Also, if you were wanting to join our little squad, our little family, for our Tuesday nights, our New Moon campaign is still looking for a player. So that is every Tuesday night, right at about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Please check it out. We would like to kind of get that 6th person in to kind of bring ourselves back to a normal number soon. Where is that? Yeah, see, I thought it was there, but where is it? I don't see it. Sorry, 1 second. There you are. Cool. So the way to do that is to go to startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. That's this right now. That's what that is. But this is that's our place to go to if you were looking for playing games that we might be running, whether it's one shots or campaigns that you can jump into. That is the place for that. If you're watching on YouTube, it's also in the video description, so you should be able to kind of get right to a link there for that. Lastly, if you're wanting to support the channel, the best way to do so is to like and subscribe where you're watching this, whether that is on YouTube or Twitch. It is very sweet and very nice that we kind of recently hit the 300 mark. Thank you all for that. 300 of actual subscribers, not farmed, which is nice. And then also you can check out our Instagram and TikTok down below at It's a Long Story _TTRPG. And also this is a live stream, so feel free to jump in and say hi. Always be happy to have new people coming in and saying, "What is this?" Or
Yes.
"That was cool," stuff like that. That's it. That's all I got for our announcements. So before we jump into tonight's session, we need a recap of where we left off with the Wreckless. And I believe it is Sarah's turn?
Technically,
Is that a yes?
third, and he's not here, so we could put this together.
Yeah. Not much
it's-
happened. You didn't miss anything. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay, time out. What's, Kevin was supposed to do it?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Does anybody like to take over for it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
You already put me in the hot seat. Back to notes. So, like I said, not much happened. Pretty uneventful. We have a dead Ogra, and Riara's got all of his powers because of Ogra's sacrifice to heal him. Kaelinor and Zed were a few floors below. The evil guy, Haku Unbow, took possession of Kobamu and was about to unleash pure havoc. Kar is up, so is Nala. And that's where it all begins. 1 second. Ogra wakes up and she thinks she may be in Goblin Heaven because it looks like the bog where she grew up. And she sees Granny and is just watching her until she sees this strange Aarakocra guy saying she doesn't belong there and she needs to leave. Ogra tries to say, "I'm just waiting for my friends to resurrect me," and this guy tries to stab her. But the sword goes straight through her, which shocks the shit out of both him and Ogra. And he's like, "You're not supposed to be here, but you're here. You can't be here." We cut back to the tower. Kaelinor and Zed finally get it to the top of the tower where all havoc is raining everywhere. Kaelinor tries to stop Kobamu and get him to like snap out of it. Does not work, and she immediately goes down. Zed tries to set up a essentially a Final Destination trap almost with water and a zap beetle, but he has a conversation with Haku, saying Haku wants his cursed dagger. Zed, shocking the shit out of everyone, agrees to give him the cursed dagger for everyone's lives to leave safely. And Haku says yes. And with, like, Zed gives it up, and everything gets called off. Riaris heals Kaelinor and tells her that she gotta get. Heals Kaelinor. Car and everyone are trying to get Ogra's body out. They're also Zed is also telling Kohaku.
Are you talking about Hakuya?
Akuya, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
that the panda's coming with us, and he says no. He then tells us that they have 24 hours to bring the mysterious Sasha back to the tower, or they're screwed. Sasha is her name, right?
Yes, I think he had just said just give him where their memoriam is from. Just their
Yeah.
location.
Yeah.
Didn't say specifically Sasha, just said need to know the memoriam's location.
Yeah. And they were like, okay, everyone said their goodbyes to Kobamu, saying that we don't want to leave you, we're going to come back for you, we just got to take care of Ogra first. Arturian realizes, tells Carr, hey, do you remember where it is? And immediately Carr says, follow me, but then mine messaged them saying, don't follow me, and takes off with Nala in a completely different direction, trying to confuse everybody of where the location is. Everyone else heads to the memoriam and goes down. They find Sasha and asks her if she can somehow resurrect Ogra. She is she does help, and with the help of Arturian and all these mysterious artifacts from the vault, begins the ceremony. Meanwhile, back in, we find out later, is an alternate timeline. Ogra and the Eric Cochran Watcher are talking, and then all of a sudden Carr shows up, which really makes Ogra very happy she's not alone. Carr is very interested in this man and tries to get him to talk, but no really avail, not really wanting to answer questions. Carr takes Ogra to somewhere so that way they can begin the resurrection. He realizes Ogra's heartbeat is different from the timeline and starts to use a drum to guide her back to where she needs to go, which is pretty cute. Everyone then starts going around with the help of 3 Sashas from 3 different timelines helping to bring Ogra back. Everyone says amazing things. It made me cry to hear these things. And then Carr had to do it awkwardly straight to Ogra's face. But it was very, very sweet, and they all succeed and bring Ogra back from the dead. And the first thing she sees is everyone there, and she tells Riara she made the right choice to heal him and sacrifice herself, because he is a leader. And that's what you missed.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Please take that point of inspiration. Well deserved. Cool. Anything else to add, friends? We'll take a minute here just to make sure we get everything in case there's anything else. So please feel free to jump in and say.
I would note when we got into the memoriam's hideout, we were not persona non grata, and Zed pulled off a pretty crazy intimidation check to put somebody in their place, which was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that was very useful. Also, I would say, I mean, I kind of mentioned this off screen, but I'll mention this now. You guys rolled. So you guys rolled to like be sneaky, and
We were not sneaky.
We failed at the sneaky.
It was rough. It was a rough roll for about 99% of you. But amazingly, I rolled lower. So you guys were not followed because of my 2. So yeah. That is where we left off. Anything else? I'm just grabbing something on this side, and also Kevin should be jumping in any second now.
After I had to do the recap.
That's right. That's what you get. That's all right. That means you get the inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. You guys want to play some D&D?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
That's great. That's convenient because you guys are here. Okay, we'll do this one actually. Actually, yeah, we'll go there. Okay, so we are going to jump in right where we left off. In that initial moment, Ogra, your eyes open. You look around. You recognize that it's. I believe you said it was the right time, or something
Ogra
similar.
made the right choice.
Ogra made the right choice, and we are going to start on the scene from there. You were on the table. You all see. You all see Ogra awake.
I think I kind of bend over and hug her and kind of help pick her, not picking her up, but like get her up and just hug her. And, you're back. Oh, so good. You're back. You okay? You, of course not. Okay. Just gotta look around. Are your eyes still glowing?
I think we determined the end of last session. No, it kind of came down, but they seem to kind of change slightly in this.
I do want to say, if you let me, Joe, once she does get healed, like about this much of her hair in the front starts slowly turning white. You can see little streaks of pink.
Are you sure? We have a lot of those on this. That's something I wish you mentioned to me before. We got a lot of people who's that's happened to. Specifically white.
Everybody goes white.
It's the trauma color, guys.
Yeah.
You can if you want. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I think just a little bit of like white, but you can see it's only in the top. You can still see the pink underneath. It's just, it almost looks like an ice cream swirl with pink and white around it.
Cool. You got it.
And the one tusk that was loose from the pit fight, has completely broken off.
Okay. All right. You see the two other Sashas kind of turn towards the Sasha that is there, kind of gives a little kind of like head nod and a smile, and you see them start to kind of vanish as only one remains.
Is there always three?
It's complicated.
Yes, it's complicated. How are you feeling?
Ogra hurts.
Sarah, can you bring the mic a little closer to you? Feels like I'm able to hear you. It just feels like you're a little distant.
There we go. Better?
Yeah, I think so. Well, you died, so that makes sense. Dying hurts.
Oh, Briaris Ogra was told by Carr to tell you if you could message him that Ogra's here.
What?
Ogra, Carr was with Ogra in
What?
not heaven, but not some scary place, but not scary. Carr was with Ogra.
Wait, did Carr die too?
No, he could just do that.
Oh. Okay.
Huh. Okay. I didn't. I kind of look around. I can't really message. I don't know why Carr would ask me to do that. Can anybody send Carr a message? Anybody?
Not at the moment.
Did he say where he was? He just.
No, Carr just told Ogra. Wait. Carr told Ogra to tell Riaris.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ogra. Wow.
If we knew where he was, I could. Oh.
You all right,
me
Sasha?
For a moment.
It's.
Yes.
I trust Carr a lot, and he's with Nala. He'll be okay. He'll be fine. We'll figure this out in the morning. I'm glad you're back, Ogra.
Hey, you gave us all a real scare there.
Were you again?
It's fine.
Ogra's just playing with you, and like a giant hand just goes on your head.
Oh, okay, good. I was really sad for a second.
Arturian, give me a medicine check.
Medicine check, okay. 17.
17, nice. Cool. With a 17, as you did say to Sasha, like, are you okay? She seems to kind of like be like holding her head for a second, and you notice that she steps only slightly sort of like forward to kind of like keep her balance like a little bit more sort of set. But then as quickly as that kind of whatever happened started, it seems to kind of fade away, and she's just yes, no, I'm fine. Thank you, Arturian.
Yeah, well, I think this took a lot out of Sasha, and I think all of us are pretty tired, so... Sasha, is it okay if they stay with us for the night?
Yes. There's not a lot of room right now, so if you're looking for a place just to sleep, Arturian, is there room in your vault?
Oh, yeah, I could make some bunk beds.
All right, perfect. Well, there you are. I should go and make sure that the threat is that we're not going to be overrun. Good to see it worked.
Thank you, Sasha.
Thank you again.
And you see her walk out.
Okay. Well, you guys are more than welcome to hang out while I get these bed's all set up for you.
Can Ogra just sleep on this table?
They might need it in case, someone else dies. I mean, God's forbid, but
How far? Okay, I don't know. Where is your room? How far? Is it?
oh, it's just down the hall.
I can help you, Ogra, if you want. We should. Yeah, it's probably worth clearing this room. Sure, it'd be a nice place to sleep.
Yeah.
Offer Ogra a hand to help get up.
Mm-hmm. Ogra's just gonna like put all her weight because she's probably exhausted.
All right. Yeah, you all move to Vault 3. I will speed ahead a little bit here. We'll say in about the sort of hour time. Arturian, give me an investigation check and add your proficiency if you're not already.
Oh,
Actually, we'll say sleight of hand. Add your proficiency if you haven't already.
Let me get that sleight of hand. Ooh. Okay, we're looking at 7.
Okay. I would say you guys could probably help him out on this, on the idea of you building these like quick sort of makeshift bits. So go ahead and roll with advantage. I assume one of you guys are helping him out.
Yeah, I'm definitely helping out.
7.
Oh my God.
Great.
It's been a long day.
That's so...
Beautiful.
Do you want help, Arturian? Are you sure that's how that goes?
In theory, this should work. So, the only way we find out if it doesn't work is if it breaks.
I mean, have you seen a bed before, though? Like, I don't think that...
Yeah,
Arturian, Arturian, could you describe your bed? Like, what your bed looks like?
My bed is just a sheet of metal, and then it has, like, a whole bunch of hay thrown on top of it, and there's a pillow and a really thin blanket. That's pretty close, huh?
Beautiful. So I think, if I may, I think in this regard, because of the size that you are, Arturian, you don't need to put any sort of like bracing on the back of your of your setup, because it's just that sheet metal. That sheet metal is going to hold you up for you could jump on that thing and it would be fine. So you just do that same sort of sheet metal for the rest of it.
Yeah, this should work.
I think I'll take the floor.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, absolutely. To each their own. Do you want some hay? As I have like a small little pile in my hand.
No. Thank you, but no.
Alright. You're missing out.
Keanu's setting that stuff down, being like, I'm just a little like blanket on the floor just to like trance in the corner. Just like, I'm good, man.
How big is this room?
Not very big. You guys are smushed.
Well, Ogra's not in the best mood right now and probably isn't thinking straight. She whistles the summon muffins and just falls onto him to sleep on.
Okay, you all suffocate from the size of the room. Cool. The room is cut in half by how big Muffins is, I'll tell you that.
Kaylin, you can snuggle up to Muffins if you want.
Thank you,
Or
Ogra.
you can have the sheet metal.
Keanu's still in the corner, just in like trying to hit the tiniest room up, being like, it's my 2 foot square, guys. It's been a long day.
I'm going to say also, Muffins is currently blocking the door. So.
Oh no.
We could say guarding the door.
Good.
I think I'll look at the spot where Kaylin is and be like, floor seems better than sheet metal, but feeling a little bad for it. This looks great. I think this stinks right there, and this is really comfortable.
Thanks. I worked not that hard on it. Kind of just do it together. Beds are easy.
Yep. I'm sure they are. This also is easy. Great. Put my bedroll out on it. I feel like it's gonna be a little too small. My feet are gonna dangle off the edge or whatever. Figure it out.
I think Zed sees the ridiculous size of the room and considering the situation, like how everything has been kind of like going from the entrance level of this, Zed actually says, I think I'm gonna I'll just go outside and just, maybe find a roof or something.
Nope. No.
Zed, you can get the top bunk on top of Rioris.
I'm not. No.
Zed,
You
it's
sleep
super
on the
comfortable.
workbench?
It's gonna be great.
You'll just have to wipe off the screws and dust.
Fine. Great. But if I'm grumpy tomorrow, it's your guys' fault.
And that's fine. Then you're grumpy tomorrow, but you're alive.
All right.
Are you gonna sleep with Vera?
What? Vera. What?
What?
Like sleep next to each other.
No. And you hear both of them are just like, ew, no. I can't do both their voices, so that's, yeah. Because you say that, Ogra, roll me a performance check.
9.
Beautiful. I love that. Awesome. They are in 2 separate corners of the room now. Cool. Yeah, so you guys start to kind of try to find places to sort of like bed down. Arturian, this has been a little bit. Could you describe this room again for us?
Yeah, pretty much draped on the walls are various like paintings, little like makeshift shelves. They have like what would be considered like miniature models and action figures of like knights and paladins. There's storybooks littered everywhere. A couple like manuals and stuff like that, and guides to crafting. The biggest like piece de resistance is his crafting bench where he has all of his things, and he throws his rocking horse on top of it. Yeah, it's a love child between like a medieval like hall of like a castle and a redneck scrap yard throw everything together vibe.
Beautiful. I love it. I think just for the idea of having everybody here, including Muffins, I'm going to say that there's like Arturian, there's a good chance that you possibly put Ophelia outside the door.
Oh yeah. That's a good bet.
So we'll say that's where they are for the night. Cool. Anybody want to do anything before they go to sleep? Okay, that's what I figured. Everybody wants that long rest for some reason.
I wonder why. Crazy.
I wonder why.
So Carr has a laundry list of things he needs to get done.
Yeah, so we're gonna spend the rest of the session.
Can we just head to double A and then I'll go back to the regular A?
Cool. Yeah, I think so. I will say above board. Obviously, Jack, based on what we kind of talked about before the session, we'll definitely have a way to do this. But is there anything that you think Carr is wanting to do specifically tonight besides just trying to make sure that Nala and you are getting as much rest as possible?
Just despite my recent teasing of the party, no, I'm making sure that Nala's comforted. That's all.
You got it.
I would kind of, and we don't need to role play this because I already know kind of what happened, but I would like to, if I think she's okay, ask her what happened. Like, what exactly happened. But beyond that, and since I already know, because it's kind of been discussed in game, we don't need to if we don't want to. That we can move forward.
You got
but
it.
other than that, and keeping her, I was going to say warm, but I was say protected from any of the dampness of the jungle night. Just resting.
All right. And with that, you all take your much, much needed long rest.
Hallelujah.
I will add that upon waking, Carr feels a little bit more at home with the extra spirits roaming around.
Yes, indeed.
So
We're going to
could
actually
you
start
please put my
with
intelligence
Carr.
back?
Yeah, we're going to start with Carr.
Because you took it away. I don't know how you did it. It's been
Do
3
we
days.
get our level up after the long rest?
Yep.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, do that real quick.
So, morning. Carr, you and Nala actually went down a little bit earlier than everybody else. Granted, that was still like midnight, but as you awaken, I'm going to say, for not for mechanics' sake, but for story's sake, you awaken and it's still a little dark out.
Because it's supposed to be, or because I'm somewhere else. Okay,
We'll find
fair.
out.
Okay, so I wake up. Is Nala sleeping comfortably? Is she okay?
Nala is right there with you, still fast asleep.
Okay. Is there much of a canopy where we are? I mean, I was looking for a tree, but is there still nights?
Yeah,
is there still
a lot. A lot, but give me a perception check.
Okay. Can I roll 2d12, please? No.
What'd you get?
6.
Okay, cool. Looking around, you notice that it is that kind of sort of weird time in the morning where you can tell light is starting to pour in, but not directionally. It's kind of like everything just kind of get a little bit lighter. And I will say not because I want you to re-roll this, but because I think there's another factor that kind of builds into this. I'd like you to give me a religion check.
That's an 18.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to do something that you're going to hate, Joe, but someone's coming to my door, so I'm going to pause myself.
Oh, sure. Yep, no problem. That's all right. We'll come back to that. So, we will... you know what? Actually, yeah, I wanted to kind of probably do this as like a more of like a story sort of line things, but I guess while we're waiting for Jack to come back, you guys all leveled up, as you guys know. So very exciting. So we'll take a moment here and say we'll go around and say what you leveled up in. So we'll start left to right. We'll start with Kaelinor.
I took another level in Paladin.
Beautiful. So that's 8 levels?
That is 8 levels.
Love it. Nice. Did you get anything specific with the 8th level?
I think I get a cool little class fee. I get 2 more spell slots,
Very
which
nice.
I always liked. And I think that's it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7th I
take
think
it.
was a really big one for you, so.
Barking, crisis averted, I think.
All good. We'll finish this out. We're just kind of taking a moment to kind of just do our kind of like what we got from our level up.
Sure. Yeah, I can jump in with my turn.
Yeah. Anything else for Kaelinor?
Nope, that is it.
Okay. Cool. What about for Riaris?
Yeah, so I think Riaris, it's kind of what happened the last time, is he's kind of understanding more of his abilities and able to see and control kind of the flow a little bit. And there's been recent things of happening of different versions and different things happening. He's starting to kind of gather relative institutional knowledge. So he took another level of cleric, so 5 fighter, 3 of cleric, as he's kind of focusing more. And I think his general mindset is, this isn't a fight that pure physical strength and tactics are going to win. I'm going to have to do something else. And so he's going further down that line. Yeah.
Very nice. Awesome. Ogra.
Ogra took a Neville level and a Druid. So it's 7 Druid, 1 Barbarian.
Okay.
And
Very
she's
nice.
supposed to get Elemental Fury.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that.
Now.
Awesome. Car.
Yeah, hi. Based on the spiritual chaos that was going on with me, I got a feat and I took telekinetic because spirit's going to be able to start moving things for me. I'm confused by it though because in reading it, it's a little confusing. Under minor telekinesis, it says that the distance, its range and the distance it can be away from you both increase by 30 feet when I cast it. When I just take it, it's a standard 30 feet. I thought, well, maybe I needed to have Mage Hand anyway for it to increase by 30 more feet. And since I can change out my cantrips, I was playing with it over the week. Since I could change out my cantrips when I tried to take Mage Hand again, it just gave me 2 Mage Hands for 30 feet. So...
Yeah, I don't think it extends it in... I see what you're saying.
I didn't know how to proceed with that because if it does extend to 60 feet, I'll go ahead and trade out a cantrip. If it doesn't, I'll keep my other cantrips and just add it. So when you make the decision, let me know.
Yeah, it does. If you wanted to have Mage Hand be a cantrip that you know, and then we would say obviously on D&D Beyond it's going to say 2 Mage Hands, but we know that would be Mage Hands 60 feet.
Okay, cool. I mean, they're both at will, so it's not like I need to have them. But, okay, then I'll probably change out one of my cantrips, so it's Mage Hand.
You got it. So you took another level in Bard, I assume.
Oh, yes. Yes, there's nothing that... I don't see him taking anything else, although I suppose there are a couple of things he could take. I mean, like, he has the ability to multi-class. His scores are high enough. But he is definitely... He is a Bard. For now. He is a Bard.
Very cool. Great. And lastly, Arturian. I know we haven't spent a ton of time with the combat stuff for Arturian so far, but what did Arturian get in a level up?
Arturian leveled up Artificer. Together, him and Riaris make a full level 8 fighter. I have 3 levels in fighter, so. But Arturian got extra attack since he finally got a little bit of combat practice in.
Nice.
And he also got some second level spell slots for the first time. So he's got a couple new gadgets he can throw around for the team.
Beautiful. I love it. Awesome. Cool. Well, that sounds great, gang. Let's see. So coming back to Carr. Carr, with that 18 religion check. Like I said, perception-wise, it seems, I would say in that moment, it kind of feels like I said, it's that kind of like time of like where that light is sort of starting to kind of pour in, where we're seeing more grays. But with an 18, you notice the spirits that you have kind of like been seeing all around, and it's actually been kind of like messing with your essence of like understanding the reality of the material plane right now. It doesn't. They haven't gone away. There's actually more of them. With an 18, please feel free to give me any other reason for you to understand that you are not on the material plane right now, but the ethereal plane.
So what? So let me. I want to restate your prompt.
Yeah.
I'm saying it right. How would I realize that I'm on the prime material plane and I'm not on the ethereal plane, even though I might be seeing into it?
You are on the ethereal plane, is what I was saying.
Oh, I am on the ethereal plane, so that's why. So how would I know that?
Yeah.
I would say that I realized that probably because the rhythm's different based off what I experienced with Ogra last time. There's a different feel to it, like the rhythm of this plane, which is also I'm familiar with the ethereal. I can look into it at will. So if I'm actually bodily or spiritually in the ethereal plane, I'm probably like, this isn't home. Similar to how I noticed that I wasn't at home with Ogra when I was visiting. So I'm just like, okay. And then I'm very happy that Nala is not with me because she'd be dead. So I'm like, excellent.
Yeah.
So I stayed perched there, but I'm just kind of looking because I'm not used to waking up in the ethereal plane. So, is there a spirit that stands out to me? Since there's a whole bunch of them.
Yes.
I want to look for it, but if this is happening, there's a reason. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, I would say there's a lot. So I would say in this regard, Car, is there one in particular that you're interested in? And I will say one of the other sort of strange things about this moment is that you do also see Nala, but Nala is fast asleep.
Okay. Well, but her spirit isn't walking around wondering why she's dead. That's the
correct
part. I'm actually looking, given what little information I've gotten since arriving in Genbold, I'm looking for Ursa Thry.
Okay. Very cool.
And if possible, the one I spoke to already, if she's here.
Interesting. Okay. So we'll say carrying over that perception check right now. No view just yet.
Okay. So what spirits am I seeing? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would say, like right now, like there's no one necessarily of note that you're seeing, but you're seeing enough of these like kind of like spiritual images that you're able to kind of recognize. This is not one of the like sort of big sort of things that you see on the ethereal plane here is past creatures that have not found a place somewhere else. And unfortunately, it would be location based. So the ethereal plane itself is kind of the place sort of beyond, but in that same location. So in a weird way, you are still on Faran, but in the in that different sort of dimensional area, I guess.
So when you say past creatures, do you mean creatures that may be extinct? Like
creatures that have passed over. Yeah.
Oh, so just passed away. Okay.
Yeah.
And they didn't find it. Like, are these creatures I'm familiar with by sight? Like, are there Kokra, goblins, ogres?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I would say you see, like I said, there's multitudes. So it's kind of like it's a little bit of like, kind of like a Where's Waldo sort of thing of like trying to figure out, trying to figure out where, like who's what. But I would say you see definitely a lot of creatures. All of them have like lost like skin tone. They all seem to like kind of have this like sort of gray sort of look about them. So they kind of bleed together a little bit. But you see a lot of creatures seem to be like naturally sort of muscular, taller. So you see that there's basically like most likely there's a lot of Loa here.
That works too. I can use that.
Yeah. I would say a couple goblins for sure.
Am I out of body? Meaning, like, if I hop down among them, is my body still up there? Okay,
not sure yet.
I move an arm. Do I see my thing still and still have an ethereal arm, or am I?
As you kind of pick up your head, you aren't able to sort of notice where you're like if you're, but as you lift your arm, you are able to look down at where your physical arm is, and you do see something else seems to kind of like move through it. So yes, you are. Essentially out of body experience at this moment.
Then I will not be bothering Nala, and I will hop down.
You got it. As you do, you hop down and you see there's a moment where like your movement, your presence, kind of like immediately kind of like shocks other creatures that are there that are kind of moving along. Kind of like a sort of like it feels very similar to like throwing a stone into a pond where like you've disrupted the flow.
Okay.
And then the flow continues
Okay.
forward without you.
And
You
now
notice
that'll-
that a lot of them are going in one direction.
And which direction might that be?
South, kind of like along the coast,
Away from Ganbold or towards Ganbold?
away from Gambold.
Interesting. And the lower are going there too?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I will tell you this: it does not seem to be racially specific.
Okay, they're just all going in that direction. Interesting. For now, although I have some shenanigans I want to pull, I will simply follow the flow right now and just kind of walk with them, see what's going on, listen if there are conversations they are having, or if there's cries out of confusion. I will try and assuage their fears.
Yeah.
But I just, as the Ashwing often do, I observe and listen.
Observing seems to be the most important thing to do here. Like I said, it is very much a. I don't think you've necessarily really like tried to like strike up conversations with anyone yet, and it's not like your spirit isn't seen by them. You see them kind of like try to like make room for you as you start to kind of move with them, but you notice there's very little need for conversation in a place like this.
Okay.
And so most of the figures are moving silently, like a silent march. And you see as you're continuing, more and more seem to collect.
I don't like being in the middle of this. That makes me uncomfortable with the concept of not being able to leave. So I will then take to the air and circle as I follow.
Okay.
Because that's bothering me. I'm like, please, no, I don't feel like being on the death march here, or the march of the dead, whichever one it is.
Yeah, I like it. Cool. As you circle ahead, sort of ahead and try to kind of stay a little more to the pack, you can see that there is something that the kind of flow of creatures are moving towards. Something that is at this point right where you are looks to be like some sort of for a place like this, a very strange kind of thing. Looks to be some sort of like large glowing, I would say rune, like a runic circle sort of thing. Like it's actually probably about maybe, it's rather large, probably about maybe 20 feet around, 20 feet in diameter.
A circle? Like on the ground?
Yes.
How far have I gone from my body?
That's a good question. I would say at this point right now, 20 feet.
Okay, and how much further is the circle?
50 feet to be able to get a good look.
So approximately 70 to 80 feet away from my body on the prime material plane.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to clarify where it is.
No, that was a good question. Yeah.
Okay. Car mentally goes, well, that's not supposed to be here, like, because I haven't seen that before. Which, meaning, well, he probably wouldn't say that's not supposed to be here. He probably says, well, that's unusual because he's never been here before, so he doesn't know if that's supposed to be here. So he probably is about to say that's not supposed to be here, and then catches himself and says, that's unusual. Trying to remain open to what this might be.
You got it.
I will. Does there seem to? They're drawn to it. Is there any draw for me to go to it? Whether spiritually, physically, like, am I feeling like I want to go to it? That's not my own want. am I feeling a physical pull to my ethereal form, like it's trying to drag me there, or is it just there?
I'm gonna say because you're not a spirit like these spirits are. In this regard, like you're having you're for many reasons. You're visiting, exactly. You think that might be the reason why you don't feel any pull to this, besides curiosity.
Okay, but I like that answer. That there's no pull. Like, I don't want to be sucked into a ethereal whirlpool.
Correct.
I will, since I'm flying, I'm going to go off to the side. Well, actually, is it pulling from all directions or just to the south? Like, are people coming is it like all over they're coming, or is it just from Ganpold they're coming? Is it basically it's a line, or is it like a whirlpool?
I get what you're saying. It seems to be at this point a line.
Okay.
At least in population. I would say that like kind of makes sense as the idea of like Ganbold's probably where the most population
Then
is.
I would like to do two things, but I have a question first, so I know what I'm doing. First of all, is there a clearing in the canopy over the circle?
No, there is not. It is actually a very open sort of. I would say in the space that it's at right now, in my sort of mind's eye, it is this weird sort of. It is south of Gonbold, but only in the idea of like the city that you're familiar with. It is still. It is still bits and pieces of like ruined ground that looks like was most likely housing other sort of structures there, and then at the very edge of that is the jungle.
Okay. What color is the rune?
It's a good question. Why would you not think it was gray like everything else?
Because I've been seeing a lot of azure blue floating around. So I want to know.
I will say, obviously I will answer that question no matter what, but go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
Okay. Back to my character sheet. Let me see. Perception. 4. I'll take the first one. 17.
17. You have no idea what color it is. No, I'm just kidding. It is.
To be fair, I take it. I'd be like, all right.
Not good enough. No. Why is that? Apologies, one second. I thought I had this ready. But I will say, as we're kind of going through this, you know exactly what color it is. Not only do you know what color it is, but with a... yeah, see, I thought I had it in there. I'm just having a hard time seeing these today. Okay. Not only do you know what color it is, you know the basic shape of it.
Okay, wonderful.
You also see, actually, 17 is really good. So you also see that there is a figure in the middle of it.
Of course there is. There's a figure in the middle of it. Okay, so seeing that there's a figure in the middle of it, I am going to take to the ground. There are other spirits that are milling about that are not being drawn to it. Correct?
Yeah, there would be a couple. Yeah, a couple strays.
I wander closer near the edge of the line going towards it as if I'm wandering, and I do my best to act as though I'm one of the stray spirits.
Okay. I'd like you to give me a stealth check, actually.
Okay. Not the best check, but okay. I can't guide myself, can I? Let me see. Stealth check. Let me see. 14. I didn't trip over anything, at least. My goal is to get slightly closer to see who is in the middle. I want to see if I recognize the figure. I only know 2, well, potentially 3 people of the Azure, if I consider Kobamo, which I am currently considering Kobano. And so I want to see if I recognize this figure.
I'm going to ask this: how close do you get?
I'm 50 feet away now. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get 10 feet closer.
Okay.
I would like to be 40 feet away.
Got it. You've touched down to the ground. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to. Basically, I didn't see many other flying spirits, so I didn't want to be as noticeable. More like, hey, I'm just one of them.
Yeah. You're pretty far away, but the form itself, even in this sort of passing into another world where there are figures that may be, giants and others, like the spirits that would be existing here as a continuation on to something else, but from long times before. So there's always the possibility that there would be something taller that would be in the way, but nothing is as big as the figure in the middle. You see standing, eyes closed. You don't see them open. You don't see necessarily any sort of space of like sort of consciousness, but the rune itself that is encased around him also seems to be spreading light around his wrists.
Interesting. Light.
And I'll say, because you rolled high enough on the perception check, I will say they seem like it's similar to like directionally kind of coming down to either side, almost like chains.
Yeah, I'll say
like
chains
shackles.
or bangles, so it's chains.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Does he seem so? You said eyes closed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to wander behind him. So even if he does open his eyes, staying 40 feet away, I'll wander more behind him, staying 40 feet away, wandering a bit. So I'll meander like I'm just a wandering spirit that has been called by whatever he's doing. But does he seem to be controlling this, or is he being controlled? Like, is he a conduit, or is he an instigator?
I think as you ask that question, you start to kind of move, sort of like maneuver yourself around, and you feel a momentary hand on your shoulder.
And whose hand is that?
Sasha's hand.
Oh, okay. I'm less concerned, but only slightly.
It's not like forceful, but it is trying to kind of guide you, maybe for like back, like against where you're going.
I will go. I will follow her lead, and I will not fight her touching me. I won't do anything aggressive.
Yeah.
But I look at her and cock my head, since I really don't have too many other expressions besides that.
Yeah.
I don't know if she can read or cock her body language or not, but
she's staring right at you. Yeah.
okay.
It's strange to see someone else here that I know.
It's strange to be here. This is my first time just not looking in. Apparently I just jumped all the way.
I'm sad to see him here.
Is this new? Again? When was the last time he was here?
It is a very difficult question to answer.
When was he last time here connected with our material plane on this timeline?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. But not recently.
I don't know.
No. I know he was last night captured by the Onbow.
He's been captured by them a few times.
Oh. Well, that's disconcerting, but and less of a surprise to what happened. Was he captured by Hakuya before? Because that's who captured him this time.
I can't say for sure, but I'm sure it's hard to explain.
Okay, well, he's looking for you, I think, if that's where I was before, and I don't know who he followed. I tried to get him off your trace, but assuming that you're the one I talked to in the place I was before, be careful, please. That's why I'm not with my group right now.
You see there's a momentary look of deep confusion.
Oh, maybe you're the wrong one.
Oh. Memoriam.
Okay. And I say okay with intent, like I'm purposely not saying it 'cause I don't know what kind of scrying might be on me.
Yeah. Give me an insight check, Car.
Okay, like it's kind of like a hey, I'm trying to help you out. Stop trying to poke a hole in that particular balloon, please. Okay, you said insight. Let me see. That would be a 14.
Okay. 14 is enough that she's not aware that you're aware of why those answers would be hard to answer.
Okay.
But you're with that carrying over, you get the idea that the reason why she can't answer when or what exact, or even if certain events sort of thing, you get the idea that she may not be from your timeline.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was like, which timeline? Okay. Well, hi. Have you met me before?
Yes. Your name is Car.
Okay.
You're an Ashwing. Very pleasant to talk to.
Oh, thank you. I try.
You tend to try to stay on the outskirts of the group that you're with.
Don't we all?
Most conversation.
Ashwing,
No.
I mean. What?
Oh.
What Ashwing? No, I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying, "Don't we all?" And
Oh, all of cars. No. Yeah, I suppose I come in many sorts. So, can I'm going to try something, Joe. This is less shenanigans. It was more shenanigans I had in mind, but of a different flavor. Since her hand is on me, can I tell how far removed her drumbeat is from mine? How far separate from her is her timeline than my timeline?
give me a religion check with advantage based on your previous one.
Okay. First one and second one. I'll take the first one because the second one was a nat 1. The first one was a 19.
Okay. You don't hear a heartbeat.
Damn. So maybe she's not there. Have you passed?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I think mine, not mine, that's so possessive. I think the one I met at my material plane is still with us unless something happened recently.
That's good.
Is there anything that you need from me? So, just so you know, Jack really wants to ask for her from things, but I'm playing Carr, who's like, I'm more concerned about you.
Yeah, I think you really see her kind of get taken aback by that question. That's a strange thing to ask here.
I'm an Ashwing. That's what we do. We help spirits. We share stories, tell tales.
I know. No. I am doing what I must.
All right. May I ask you questions?
Sure.
How do we beat Hakuya? He seems to have magic that I don't comprehend. I'm not sure he needs to remain with the living. He's a very bad person, but I would at least like to beat him enough to get Kobamu back and free. What do I need to do? What do you know of him?
In the timeline that I came from, there was no clear answer to how to defeat him, but what I can tell you is that he is a bigger threat than any enemy I know in Varan. Mostly because us Loa are fairly predictable. We believe in a pursuit of higher knowledge and power and understanding of things, but only to a certain point. We don't want to push too far, because then we forget who we are and what makes us successful in your plane.
Carr looks slightly uncomfortable at that designation, given his recent attempts with the ethereal plane. But just let her continue.
Hakuya is an exception to that. He does not seek power or fortune or fame, as far as I could tell. He does not believe in what the Anbao are doing. He has no faith. Just seemingly a thirst for control. And the knowledge that he looks for is not for use in this, in your plane.
All right. So, a follow-up question, if I may. Did you see his rise to power?
I have seen him here before.
So he tracks with spirits then?
For a time.
But not so much anymore.
From what I see of him, I only see for a temporary amount of time, which might mean that he has a place at the end of this to go to, or in those moments he's found ways to bring himself back.
This might be a challenging question. Who mentored him? Who taught him in the beginning?
Carl, roll me a persuasion check.
I have advantage on that because she's a spirit.
Yeah, it's true.
So, I like that one, but I'll roll again anyway. Take the first one, 22.
In most timelines, you know him very well.
I mentored him? Or an Ashwing did. What?
My brother.
He's your brother. Oh, your brother. Wait, you mentored him? In my timeline, did he do that?
I don't know.
Well, that's not the answer I was looking for. Okay. May I ask you another question?
Yes.
He seems very willing to kill people he doesn't need. Do you know of a name of somebody he's killed who was close to him?
Yes.
Will you share it with me?
You don't seem to be... I shouldn't be surprised, but you don't seem to be confused on how I am here, but also in your plane. So I assume that can only mean that you know that there is more time than here.
I've dipped more than one talent into the concept. I wouldn't say I've mastered it yet, but
Well, the answer to your question is the same answer as your previous question.
somebody else? Because I would hope that my Yoon isn't actually dead. I'm not sure reaching out to another one would be the best idea. But I can try.
I don't know specifics about your timeline, unfortunately. I just knew that I knew you
Well,
and hoped that you were at a point where you knew me.
we've only recently met. You seem very... I don't know you want to say kind, but very interesting and very helpful. Hopefully I get to know that you're kind. You seem kind. Hopefully you are kind also.
Is there anything else you could tell me about me? That'll give me an idea of at what level I'm at.
Carcox has at the word level, and he's also trying to take a beat. In his experience, has he known spirits when they're on the ethereal plane to appear as other people?
I would say, without having to roll anything, I would say with 100% certainty, no.
Okay, so I've never seen that happen. I'm still suspicious, though.
It's
okay.
I will say like one. Well, I will say one thing is like you do know for the idea of like most of like the high sort of magic of people, in the realm of being able to see like through invisible creatures and things like that. A lot of the like spells that build around that also like to include the tagline of saying you can also see into the ethereal plane. So there's a good chance that those that are in the ethereal plane have to be their true selves.
Okay. Cool. There's still something else that concerns me, but I'm gonna just gonna because it doesn't mean you can't lie after you're dead. So I will just say, well, like I said, we've only just met. I don't understand your question regarding bubbles. Um, you 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 seem to be able to pop in and out of places, so that suggests to me you have more facility with this timeline thing than I do.
Could you do me a favor?
Probably. If it revolves around the material plane, it's going to be easier for me than others.
You see her struggle with. I'm going to actually roll to see if she actually asks you this.
Okay.
I just threw that dice away. She stops. Never mind. There's no reason then.
Persuasion with advantage.
Sure. Also, you have to beat the opposite of what I rolled.
Okay. I rolled a 22, and my persuasion is I'd really like to know how to help you, whether or not I can. Just complete forthrightness. That's my persuasion.
22 absolutely does it. You see her blurt out because you're once again doing something that no one does here, and like offer for help. You see her blurt out, "Tell me to stop."
I did not catch that, Joe.
Tell me to stop.
I believe you want me to talk to my version of you, and what is she stopping?
She'll know.
Okay, when I see her, I'll tell her you said that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can't promise it'll work. She seems pretty single-minded, but I'll let her know you said that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you another question?
Sure.
I point over to Kobamo. I say, is he here in the prime material plane as well, or is it just spiritually?
Every time I've seen him here, another joins him at some point.
What do they look like?
She kind of smiles. He kind of looks like you.
I believe we've met.
Oh.
It wasn't the most productive of conversations, but neither one of us walked away with an injury, so I count that as a win.
You rolled a yeah, you are killing it on the persuasion field. So she is going to like look at you and kind of give something of like, so what she'll say is, in that case, I do have something very interesting that might be useful in something that is interesting here is has to be extremely interesting because there's, and she kind of like drifts off, like just as you think about the idea of like the monotony of like existing in ethereal plane.
The monotony of gray.
Mm-hmm. He always looks. They always look exactly the same.
Kobamu or the one that appears like me? Or something else?
Actually, both. It's hard to tell with Kobamu as he doesn't really wear very much different clothing, but for those that kind of come in and out, every once in a while they look a little different. I've seen this figure glimpses as he disappears relatively quickly after collecting Kobamu. He looks exactly the same every time.
I get the impression he can traverse these streams similar to what I've dipped my toe into. Some of the things he told me were, sorry, I think there only may be one of him, if that's possible. I don't know.
You say that, and you see her just kind of have this like sort of like wave of like weirdly like not even an epiphany, because you can tell she thinks exactly the same thing you do in this moment.
Oh, okay.
So like you saying that kind of like
okay, like maybe I'm not crazy because you think that too.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly.
And I see that, I go, oh, okay, so I made a good hypothesis. Excellent. And he usually comes here to collect Kobamu when you've seen him?
Yep.
Does he always approach from the same direction?
We don't know each other that well, I guess, but if you're trying to plan something, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Well, one, you're obviously visiting. And I don't know when he will come. And I don't really know how much time is even passing now, but for you to stay here longer may mean I don't know.
All right, well then answer me this. When he takes Kobamu back to wherever he takes him, does he approach Kobamu from the side, in front of him, behind him? Please tell me, and I promise I won't stay much longer.
Every time he does the same way. Approaches from the front and puts his sword into Kobamu's chest.
Thank you. I'll take care of my business and I'll return. I have enjoyed our conversation. I wish we'd told stories instead. They're so much more pleasant. Perhaps in the future.
Sure.
I walk behind Kobamu, staying at about 40 feet. Do I have the ability to affect my surroundings?
Somewhat.
I want to. I haven't really talked to you too much about my interpretation. I don't think of the Cochrane language. I don't think so. We can talk about that later, but it's in layers, and you often read it from a distance because we fly over things. However, I'd like to arrange things on some part of a tree that would be seen from behind Kobamu at about 40 feet.
Okay.
That when translated from Eric Cochrane translates into something along the lines of "I see you," and then I go back.
Okay.
And she probably wouldn't be able to read it because she has no idea. It just looks like a moving thing. So unless you're lined up correctly, you can't see it.
I mean, that's the coolest Buddhist shit I've ever heard. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I just arrange it slightly and make sure I think it's going to work, and
Yeah.
then I will bow to her and put a hand on her shoulder, and then I just as I leave I say, remember, if you can think of a way I can assist you, don't hesitate to reach out. I seem to be getting closer and closer to spirits. You should know that I would like to hear your voice over some of the others. And I continue walking back to my body.
Car, as you move back to your body, well, I'll say in that moment, she says, it'd be nice to be of use.
And then I will turn around and say, then perhaps I will call on you in the future if I may. Do you give me permission?
Absolutely.
I will not overuse that permission. And then I continue walking. One more then. I got Loa. Okay.
Add the Loa.
I got my list on Obsidian of who I can call specifically. What is specific people?
It's gonna be really weird if Sasha's also really there too.
Well, yeah, but given that I've only seen Ashwin call upon other Aarakocra, it's gonna be weird when I go back to them and start calling in goblins and Eric and Loa. And be like,
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, what? You can't do this too? So
yeah. You come back to the tree and you see, looking up, you can see Nala. At this point, you kind of notice, like, you spend enough time here with the people that are, the spirits that are actually here, that you see Nala looks a little bit blurrier, almost like as if walking through a portal of a memory, and like she's on the other side. Yeah. In your first like kind of inference going in here, it felt very similar, and now it's like, oh, I see, she's not here.
Okay, well that's good to know. Good. I try to reincorporate myself back into my physical body, please.
Okay, absolutely, you do so. And we will pause you there.
Thank you. Oh, and on the other side of it, just before I turn my mute off, I figured out how to put my intelligence back. So you said after the third day I could. It's been 3 days.
Yep. Perfect.
So, thank you.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Everybody else wakes up. We'll say roughly the same time. You guys are in a small room. For one of you to wake up means that several others of you are going to be woken up. Who thinks they wake up first?
I'm sleeping like a baby.
Beautiful.
I think I might wake up first and kind of immediately see the muffins is still blocking the door, and just kind of go to just staring at the bed or the bunk bed above me. Until someone else wakes up.
Awesome. Roll me a d20. Yours.
9.
Okay. Cool. Well, is this how you're going to spend your mornings? Just staring at a... Is this the head or the ass?
Yes. And, well, no, this is not how I'm going to spend my mornings. And yes, it's both. I don't know. I'm sorry, Talia. I think it brings me a lot of joy to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I mean, the visual could be better, but seriously, this thing creeps me out. What's the plan for today?
Find Car, Nala, and then we have people to rescue, information to find. I don't know what the plan is. Learning more about, I don't even know where we are. Memoriam. I don't know who he is, pointing kind of towards Arturian. finding more about that, I need to talk to Sasha as well. So that's kind of the first plan. Figure out where we go. We have to. Yeah.
He's cute. I like him.
He's cute.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, just
like one of those like.
He blows bubbles when he sleeps. I mean, what? How is he supposed to?
He's like one of those little like mountain mongooses that we see.
It's true. I like that. I like that better than that's good.
Of course, if we take him and if he dies, that's on you. But
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. More burdening. Thanks, Talia. Of course.
and he is very tiny. His bones are probably.
I've almost stepped on him 4 times. I think at least. It's going to be a problem. But
Well, then it will definitely be your fault.
yeah, that one would be pretty true. I don't know. He seems. I like him. He's trying. So.
I notice we are missing our red friend.
A couple days ago when we got here. I don't know if you know where here is. We're in Gonbold on Faran. I don't really know where you've been, how, when. When we got here, he was basically taken immediately by the people he said he didn't want to meet, and the people we've since met, and I don't want to meet again, but we have to, the Onbow. He basically told us not to follow him. So, it wasn't really on my list of things to expect or plan for losing Yoon, but here we are.
So we're on Faran.
Where in Faran?
We are on Faran.
We are. We've been here for a day, and we've. Well, you probably know us well enough, Talia. Things have kind of gone sideways within that day, but we've been here for a day. So we have a ship now. It's pretty nice. I don't know if you'd like it.
Riardis, I think I feel them. I think we're close.
When, shortly after I lost you and came back from the dead, I guess that's what you would say. That's what happened. I felt you calling out from somewhere on Faran, so I think that makes sense. And I haven't really talked to the party much about it or pushed it. We have a lot of things going on, but that's good. That's really good, Talia. You used to speak of a tower, a special tower on Faran that spirits or something important to him and his people. I kind of think that's where they might be, but it seems like there's always more things in the way, more things to do first.
Sure. Well, I mean, you've become a really... You've kind of picked up a lot of broken people along the way, so, it's... Seems like the thing that you do.
Well, it takes one to know one, right?
Oh, for sure. I hope you know that. You are, yeah. But, I mean... Such is the path of the hero.
Thanks, Talia. I think I'm ready to get up and figure this out.
Yeah. You feel your head kind of tug a little bit to like one side of the room. And what's going on over there?
Wait, can you not do that again? What is that?
I'm just
What?
curious. I mean, I haven't seen you in a while, so I didn't know if that's... I mean, I guess you guys are on the different sides of the room, but...
Well, I don't know. I don't really know how to say it. I don't know. You know, Fuck. Why do you have to ask me this? There's other
Because
things. You know, it's
I
like,
exist I exist on the side of your head and in your head, and that's it. I can't speak for you, but God, I wish I could.
Yeah, what would you say? No, actually, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I don't know. I feel it's easier to go into battle where you might die than to talk to some people about certain things, and that's kind of where I'm at about this right now. But
it is very similar.
I want to talk to them, and that's kind of what I want to do. And now you'll be there for the ride, and I'm sure you'll give me a lot of good pep talks and encouragement as I ruin everything. But
well, if you'd rather, I won't. I won't say anything. Would you rather me just not?
No,
I mean,
the silence was awful.
I could pretend that I'm not there. I will be there.
Knowing you're there is enough to know that you're there, and then if you're silenced, then I'm going to just assume the silence means I'm doing something wrong, and so then that'll make it worse.
That's fair.
So
that's fair. I mean, the chances are pretty high, but But your mother never really told you how to, talk to.
Well, there's a lot more. It's not as much of a thing these days. We have a small amount of people. It's more arranged marriages and stuff, so it's not always kind of, the reasons. Right. Yeah, which for good reason. Small population.
In my day, we were able to go where we please.
So I've heard, and well, yeah, no, I these type of arts, may have been lost to us over time. I guess you could say. So,
yeah, I hope you're not kind of adhering to those ideals, because, buddy, you're not on the mountain anymore.
Oh, yes, I am very much aware of that. Have you seen what I'm wearing? It's like hot down here. It's really.
You look good.
Thanks. I thought so. I don't know. Strange. I not enough armor. But it's good for when you're on a boat. Yeah. No, fuck Talia. I just want to say things, but it's never the right time. And I told myself when I came back, I wouldn't let that happen. And I'm doing it again to everybody, just like with Yoon. I said I would have a lot of time to talk to Yoon, and now he's gone. And I had a lot of time to talk to Ogra, and she was gone. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like you're...
I haven't thought about it at all. Never think about it ever. I don't know why you would think that.
It's very hard to goad you and make fun of you if you're going to make fun of yourself. So I will go back to being on your ear for a little bit, and I will pretend to not be there.
You don't have to pretend. Like I said, I like having you back, and I'm sorry, and I was afraid of finding you, or afraid of what I had done to lose you. To have you back is goading and all the nice things you say. It's good to have you back, Talia.
Riaris, I think more than anything else, I think you need to hear this. It's not all your fault, you know.
Yeah, well, maybe it's easier to process if I believe that it is. But
No, that's something else, but okay.
all right, well, I'm going to find out what side is the ass and what side's the head and figure that out so I can get out of this door.
Okay.
If you have any advice, let me know. You don't. It's fine. I'm just going to
I have no fucking clue.
Great. You know, okay.
Ogra, give me a perception check. You're muted. Or we're not hearing you. Nope, there we go. What? Say it again.
15.
15. Okay, cool. 15. I think we did establish, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that when you are talking to Talia, you're not talking out loud.
Yes, I think initially I was because I didn't know, but as I went on, I
Right.
figured
Cool.
out I didn't have to.
Yeah. Ogra, you wake up and you do see that Riara seems to be like deep in thought.
Wow. That's different. Ogra probably just looks like her hair's everywhere. She's looking at Rioris. You okay?
Yeah. Just looking to get some fresh air. It's really stuffy in here. You want to get muffins to move?
Oh. I guess. Ogra's just like rough, like Ogra's kind of sad though. Muffin doesn't smell like the swamp anymore. He smells like when he first got there.
Yeah, that's. I guess that could be a bad thing. It's.
He smells like what Grandma called cinnamon.
Oh, that explains why I'm hungry. It smells like breakfast. So I thought it was outside the door, and now that it's inside the door,
That's canon. Muffin smells like breakfast.
Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Beautiful. But not cinnamon muffins, Jack.
Yeah, I think I'll go over and just kind of like scratch muffins a little bit. Like, I can wait if you want to take a couple minutes to get up. Looks like not everyone else is up yet. But,
Kaelina, are you also on muffins, or did you choose to?
I chose not to.
Got it.
Like I'm probably like next to muffins, but like in the tiny corner, like formed like
Beautiful.
Meditation stance.
Yeah.
One of his foot's on your lap.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And realizes the tusk is missing.
yeah, you got the new hair, and
Does it
I
look
really
bad?
No, I think you look great. You're alive, so that's obviously the best look. I think you look good. It's distinguished.
Can we go to a dentist and get it fixed? If we have time after we save the kid from the was it the library prostitution house, or was it the gambling den?
I think I just say in my head to Talia, like,
Arturian, you wake up to library prostitution house.
Oh, I'm
Killing
still
eyes
dreaming.
open, just like
Yeah. Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Anybody who wants to wake up to that can.
I guess I'm still dreaming as I go back to sleep. Because clearly, no one in real life would say that.
Right.
But then I do actually wake up.
I do want to put change canon instead of the white here. It is the first 2 to 3 inches of the tip of her hair, so her head actually looks like the top of a mushroom now.
Beautiful. I
Oh,
like that.
cute.
Nice.
Did you guys all get good sleep like I did? Oh, it smells so good in here.
the bed was great. Thanks, Arturian. Reminded
don't
me of
even
when I used to sleep on the
mention
rocks for training. It was really lovely.
it. Oh, that doesn't sound comfortable at all, actually.
right. Yeah. Anyway, Kaylin, are you awake? Zed, do you guys? Anybody
Yeah.
hungry?
I'm awake.
How do we get out?
I guess we can never really sleep. Yeah.
Okay, and Ogra just kisses Muffins and he just poofs out.
Thank God. My leg was getting numb.
Oh. So I had
You
some
see,
dream.
Arturian, you see Zed starting to kind of go through some of your junk pile stuff.
Nothing should explode if he goes through it. It's okay.
Yeah. So like picking up metal pieces. And...
Oh,
Hey,
speaking of-
yeah.
Oh, I just had some dreams last night about your guys' gear that I saw. I was wondering if I could mess with them a little bit.
What? You had dreams?
Excuse me?
You could
Yeah,
you could make me some gear. Like you could, can you make armor out of this? And just picks up a piece of sheet metal.
I really, yeah.
The shark skin.
It's a while and a
The shark.
while, but I could upgrade your gear
How
by
would
messing
you
with
do
it.
that?
Define messing with.
Yeah.
But you will give it back. You're not it's not goblin rules, right? You give it back.
What? What are goblin rules?
Basically, you just steal stuff.
Just take what you want.
Oh no,
Pretend you'll
no!
give it back.
I don't even think your
No?
weapons are twice my size, and your armor could be a little mini house for me. Why would I steal it?
That's a good point.
Well,
I think I was gonna put my armor on. I think I had my bag. I'm like, well, I was gonna put this on. So if you want to work on it before I do, I guess.
Yeah, I think
This isn't gonna put a tracker. What are you gonna do? What?
Zed looks at you, Riars, and goes, "Seriously?
What?
Just what if we give you materials? I have this shark skin.
Mm-hmm.
Could you make me some unstoppable armor with that, where nothing can pierce it?"
I don't think that exists, but I could definitely make some armor out of it. I could probably make some pretty cool.
Okay.
But I don't
Would it
think
help if
unstoppable
I told you I think I know a dwarf that could probably do it? So
armor- Wait, is that a competition?
yeah, did it work?
I think so. It kind of sparked something inside of me. I was angry and frustrated for a second.
Great. Throws you a gigantic bundle of this shark leather.
Pick it up off of you a little bit.
I can't crush
okay?
him. Oh, Jesus.
he's so cute.
Okay, I'll start working on it.
Great.
A little bit above board. I have infusions that I never actually gave out.
Yes.
I can do my enhanced defense and enhanced arcane focus. Are there any players that would like a better attack rolls and save DCs for their spells?
Ogra will
Anybody
hand
struggling with that?
her staff for maybe the DC if nobody wants to take the arcane one.
Works for me.
It's
Then I have
just covered in junk, just like looks like a hoarder's mess. All the stuff attached.
Wow, I love your design. If you don't mind,
you.
I'm just gonna add a little bit of pizzazz to it. If you're okay, I'm gonna kind of make it like your mushrooms will be a little luminescent.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna like scurry through my cupboards and find some like fairy dragon sparkles or something like that, and on the little mushroom pieces and everything, I'm gonna just like embed them in the mushrooms and plants that are growing on it, and
Okay.
enhance it.
So you have a little like kind of like small bottle that is like essence of fairy dragon. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you just kind of like blow it on top and just.
That should help be a better conduit for your magic. And I have some extra scrap for making someone's armor better.
Great.
So, AKA, I have enhanced. Oh no, where'd it go?
I think I'll look at
Oh,
Kayla and be
enhanced
like,
defense.
you want to rock, paper, scissors for this? Or you want it?
No, you can have it. Kaelin is looking at their armor and shield and is like, no, don't.
I see. Yeah, right. Sure. Okay.
I'll take
I mean,
it.
if you don't like it,
Okay.
I can break it down and then put it back together.
Sorry, break it down?
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
it's like a cake when you make something. A cake, you just break it down, and you got all the little pieces again, and then you make it. It's not gonna look exactly the same, but
Oh, Kaelin,
What?
maybe Arturian could do that with your shield.
I don't want to touch that shield actually.
I give Zed the most like death glare, just like
Mm-hmm.
what?
I'm just saying.
No one's touching the shield. Okay?
Oh.
My weapon is
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, maybe Riaris, can I grab your armor?
Like cake? How does that? Okay, here.
Yeah, because you can't take pieces of cake, put them down, and then smush them back together, because then it's just smush.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's-
it's still a cake.
As you think about that, Ogra, you think about the extremely heavy shield that you've been carrying around.
Oh,
You spend some
well,
time with it?
Ogra has to... Yes.
Go ahead. Keep RPing.
Ogra doesn't, Ogra just wants to show Arturian when he's working on Riaris' armor. Ogra just got this yesterday and does the flip.
Ah! What is that?
Yeah. Beautiful. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
everyone gets +4 from me.
Thank God.
It is called the two-headed, a person whose parents weren't married.
Huh?
It's called
What?
the
A
twin
bastard?
hinged. It's called the twin hinged bastard.
Oh, dex save? Uh-oh. I got a 16.
25.
A nat 20 for 29.
Nice.
Wow.
Of all the things I got 20 on.
Do the Matrix move.
Yeah, full on like
Holy
over. You throw out the shield and you see it kind of extend past and do a wild swing around everybody, who all manage to kind of like dive out of the way, as it comes back and like kind of like puts itself back in place. And I added it to your character sheet. Go ahead and
Ooh.
That's
Ogra, there's like
incredible.
10 feet of room in here. What is...
Ogra just got this yesterday, and she hasn't been able to use it because we've been moving so fast, and everything's just... Ogra died yesterday, okay?
Yes, and you're
All
not
of that
doing
is
that
totally-
again.
Yes.
Keelan will like just
Totally
like flick her
fair.
forehead, be like, "No, do that again."
Well, we're
I-
sorry.
No,
Good.
I mean that shield is awesome. Like, just not in like wherever this vault thing we're at.
You know, I mean, yeah, I mean,
Work.
if you died, I could have just borrowed it for a little bit, but
Can Zed even pick it up?
I can pick it up. Absolutely. I walks
pick it up,
over
Zed.
and just you see.
Go on.
Have you started trying yet? Are you doing it yet?
I haven't started trying yet.
He's
Are you
good, he's got
stretching?
this.
Are you limpering up?
Zed can do anything he puts his mind to. His
Don't
mind is in
encourage
the
him,
You
fucking
can lift
Arcarian.
more
Do not
with your
encourage him.
knees. It's your knees, not your back.
Oh, guys,
This goes on for a solid few minutes.
All right, he's warmed up now.
There's no roll required here. Zed cannot wield this shield.
on the back. Well, good try, buddy. You know, we all have our strengths or lack of strength, I guess.
It's well, because I lost the dagger, so that's why.
What happened to Zed's creepy dagger?
Zed, go.
I just say I gave it up so that we could get you out of here because I'm a hero.
You actually gave up something you didn't want to for everybody? For Ogra?
No ulterior motive.
Oh, how heroic.
Can I insight check Zed?
I know. Like,
Ogra's gonna inside check that too.
insight check that.
Sure.
That is a 22.
That's an 11, but given
18.
yeah, I don't.
I willingly fail.
I love that answer. Okay, cool. Well, so here's the thing. Zed's charisma is a +0. So, yeah, no, that's definitely not true. Anybody who rolled above a 10, not true.
What a legend. Wait, why did he even want that dagger in the first place? He had powerful magic and big bad guys. Why does he need something like that?
Who are you?
Oh, hi. I talked to a zombie that I thought was you.
This is Arturian.
That's
He was one of the people Kar and Ogra needed to talk to. He's a tiny. Ogra's granny read books about these people in a book called Humblewood.
Building all sorts of canon stuff here. Sure, why not?
I'm all in.
Oh, that's awesome.
a tiny.
I think we're
You
about
have
to
like a
make
different.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. We are well past that.
I'm to speak honestly. I've never seen someone quite like you before, Arcturian. Is that like you have a group of people? You certainly aren't called tinies, are you?
It's a little complicated. I think the right answer is yes. There are other people like me because I have a presumable mom and dad. Now, I've never seen people like me, but I have reason to believe it has to do with... I'm going to point in the direction of where that jungle is, what's in there.
You're a jungle mouse?
I don't know. But
It's pretty cool.
it's the only thing that makes sense.
I lived my whole life on a mountain, and I'm on the island, so I feel a little strange here too. So I get that. Good to
I was
meet you,
I was-
jungle mouse.
born somewhere.
Really?
Thanks, Ed.
Ogra lived in a bog her whole life with only goblins. Ogra thought she was
How?
a goblin until a few weeks ago.
Well, I thought I was a hobgoblin for a while until... what are they called in this world? I completely forgot.
Loa.
Well, I thought I was a Loa for a long time until, I looked in a mirror and gained, consciousness.
Ogra could see it.
Hold on, I have questions. You have like memories before you gain consciousness? What?
No. I'm just saying when I started
Oh,
Never mind.
okay, yeah. Seems like are you coming with us? Thank you for all your help.
Oh, I don't know. Sasha just
do
told
you
me to
want to?
help you guys, but I feel a slight obligation to help your friend Kobamu. I mean, he's the first person that I've met that kind of looks like me. I'm hoping that maybe he might have some answers for me.
I think, that obligation might be rewarded in helping us, be well protected. And then eyes the leather that he threw at you that's probably sitting in the corner of the room.
Yeah, and this what? Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna scurry over.
That's Zed, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, is this mine? Can I put my armor on?
Oh yeah, the design that I did for Riaris. What type of armor do you have, Riaris?
Yeah, so it's actually it's chainmail mechanically speaking, but it's more. It has a lot of like padded leathers on top of it. It looks really similar. It's very heavy armor, and you would know it's meant to keep you warm as well as protected. So it's very heavy with almost leathers, and the chainmail is more on the inside of it too. More, yeah.
Yeah. I
think
love to...
like one of the factors or turn you would see on it is that it does not look like it's very breathable.
Oh, okay. Well, I would love to add a way for it to be more breathable, but I also want to add like a just over the heart kind of a sigil that is, because he said he's born from a mountain, so he like welded like a little mountain and then 2 wings on the back of it. On the back of the mountain as like a little sigil over the heart, and then obviously something as well that can make it a little more breathable. I am no blacksmith, so I have no clue how that would look.
That's so good. Riaris, as you see Arturia doing that, you recognize like that's going to be an interesting spot in the future. That maybe we make that more of like an indentation.
Hmm?
I love. Thanks, Art.
I really want to see how Dan explains this.
Oh wait, does that like mean something? I don't.
No, yeah, Kevin, you definitely won't know. But I really want Riaris to explain this to Arturian.
Yeah. No, does that mean? You said you're from a mountain, and I really like your wings, so I did a mountain with wings.
It's awesome. Well, I don't even.
Oh, I can change it.
No. Zed really wants to get his project in the works.
Wouldn't that be hard because you gotta, like, in case you ever have to,
Yeah.
Again?
Would it be, how could you like just move it to the other? I think the best way to say this would be sometimes I need like access to that part of my chest. Could you like
What?
shift it here?
Well, you could just take your armor off if you need to access your chest.
Yeah,
I mean, like, do you have like
that's
an itchy
true.
chest? You have a rash?
Okay.
Are you okay? Do you need to breathe? I mean,
I'm okay. I'm realizing now this is kind of a weird thing.
we've been seeing weird things all day.
Okay.
No, not like this, from what I understand.
Yeah, sometimes I have to stab myself in the chest and in the heart to do things, so I need access to that. Please Yep.
Oh my!
There you
What?
Nope. You want it. There you go. So, pay.
You have to stab yourself in the heart to do things?
With a rock.
Vera wakes up at that. What?
Oh, yeah, Vera, by the way. Yep, cool. Yep. So.
Wait, what type of
Beautiful.
things? Why don't you just do other things?
That's, that's just how that works. So if you could just,
You've done that more than once?
Cool.
Twice, right?
man, I really
3
feel like I
times?
hear like car out in the hallway. Like we should go. Is that what I'm hearing out there?
Okay, well, here, give me the
Nala's
armor. I can
mad.
move it over.
Thank
Oh,
you. That would,
Ogra's
that would be
got
great.
these.
And I'll tell you more
Grace-
when there's, never. Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And I'll move it over to the other side.
What is Arturian's thing did to Ogre Staff, just so I have it in my notes?
At the moment, all it does is +1 your spell save DC and +1 your spell attack
Ooh.
rolls. And then for
Perfect.
Riaris, when you're wearing your armor, you have +1 to your AC.
Sweet.
And question for the game master:
Sure.
Do you know if my workshop has a gem that's 100 gold pieces at least?
Yes.
Okay, so it says I can do as many infusions as I want after a long rest, so I'm gonna do this one as well, and then I promise I'll be done with all my infusion stuff.
No, you're good.
I'm going to get my homunculus, since I'm level 5 now. So I wake up and I'm like, this project I've been working on for a while. See, I never seen one in real life, and from what I've heard, no one's ever seen one. But as I'm going to do the finishing touches and then put this little gem that's going to act as its heart inside, you guys see a tiny little dragon homunculus. It looks more wyvern-like, and to a normal person, since he's never actually seen a dragon, there's some features that are a little the mouth is a little more alligator-y, the horns are a little more rammy. There's just little details that are off about it, but yeah, he goes, ta-da!
I made a lizard.
How much,
It's a dragon.
Joe? How much of this does this look like the mother of the mountain, the wyvern that I've had experience with?
Oh shit. What? I'm sorry, Arturian. Did you say there was a certain color to it?
Right now it's just steel. Lots of steel. There's some bronze and but yeah, mostly steel.
Yeah, I would say very similar. Probably a little less. So Dan, have you seen what the Mother of the Mountain looks like?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe,
I'll send that to you. I think it looks similar, but I would say the face is definitely different. First off, the face has eyes, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mother Mountain doesn't have eyes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take a half step back, looking at wow. What is that?
It's a little guy. Look, it does this. So I'm gonna kind of squeeze it a little bit as it's going to breathe fire, but it's just the homunculus ranged attack as it goes right into the wall.
And you had to pick that shape. Wonderful. Wonderful.
I need to name it now.
It could be a great name for it. Kaelin was just staring daggers at the dragon, being like, really?
Yeah.
Of all the things.
Yeah.
Is there something you have against dragons? You're a paladin. You've probably
Yes.
slain so many dragons.
One would think.
Kaelin, the depiction on your shield would be probably representative of that, correct?
Yeah, it's a weird serpent thing with snakes. It's not her shield. It's not her weapon, but it's probably very standard issue Merlin look because she didn't change it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm missing some context to why you don't like this guy.
I think it makes a lot of
Wow.
sense that Arturian has no idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No context at all.
Oh, okay,
Ogra,
perfect.
Ogra's
You
just
see
gonna
Zed.
go.
I was just saying, Zed's just gonna go. She was a Merlin Moke.
Can I roll a history on that?
It's up to you. It could be really fun for you to just have no idea.
Yeah, I'll have no idea. Arturian,
Cool.
unless they're like incredible crafters, then he probably doesn't.
It would be a rarity that you wouldn't know, but I do think it's it'd be a rarity that because you're a citizen that doesn't know who the Merlin Moke are. But I think given your given your backstory, it's very possible that just slipped through the cracks.
A Merlin Loke. What is that?
Huh?
I thought you were an elf.
Nothing. No, I am. It's a long story. We can get into that later. Oh god, I said the thing. I said the thing.
You see Zed just go.
We all look at the camera.
You don't know what a Merlin, and Vera kind of like.
No, sorry, a mind is like a sponge, and my sponge is full of this. As I point at the fantasy books, but it's also full of this. As I point at the scrap metal.
Wonderful.
Here, Ogra has a bit, and Ogra gets to her sketchbook and to the ruin, like the sketch thing of when we were in the ruins, and it has all the people going down into the dragon's mouth.
Let's not overwhelm him immediately on the second or first day.
Wait, these people were dragon food?
So should we just tell him everything? He could be working for the enemy.
Let's just say, some
But he's so
conflicting emotions
cute!
about dragons,
Cute doesn't mean.
And it also looks like something that
Full of
was very
things.
close to my home recently.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's nothing to be apologized for. It's pretty cool. Just oddly familiar.
Well, Kaelan, or if you'd like, you could name it.
I think they would love that. Oh, come on, Kay.
No,
No.
I don't think I can come up with a good name for it.
I can think of a name.
What name would you? Zed, are you gonna throw a suggestion in there?
Oh,
I think you know the name that I'm gonna say.
Can Ogra guess the name you're gonna say?
Well, I'll just turn to Ogra and be like, yeah. You know what? Ogra and Kaelin's brain and heart can do no wrong usually, so it's like, yeah, go on. I can hear it from you, not from you, though. Glad at that.
No, she's just gonna whisper into Vera's ear, saying, "Are you gonna try to get it to be named Kaelinor as well?"
You're saying this to Vera?
Oh, I thought that was what Vera, or was it Zed?
No, Zed was saying.
Oh, Zed.
I can think of an idea.
Okay, then Ogra says it to Zed. Is Zed gonna try to get it to be named Kaelinor too?
No, but that's my new favorite idea. Yeah.
I think
Like
I'm gonna name it
K2?
Paladin.
That's a good name.
K2,
hey,
the
I like
Paladin.
that.
Wonderful. What a great name.
Perfect, it's settled. K2, the Paladin. I accidentally squeezed a little too hard, like from cute aggression, as it starts blasting its blast everywhere in the sky. Ah! Okay, I'm hungry.
Jack, check your messages real quick.
Yeah, I definitely am too. We should. Is there like a food place to eat?
Yeah. Although I need to make sure that a certain chef isn't on shift. I needed tears last night, and I kind of squeezed onion in the chef's eye. It was to save Ogra. I felt bad
That's
about
true.
it.
Oh, Ogra's just gonna pick Arturian up and just give him a big hug, saying, "Ogra just met you, and you still helped her, so thank you."
Yeah, I mean, it's the right thing to do. That's what a hero would do.
Alright, so breakfast?
Yeah.
Actually, could you guys grab me some? I want to start working on this armor.
Everybody rolling a perception check DC 20.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Uh-oh.
Can I use my passive perception?
So close to a nat 20, but it was not. 16.
Yeah, you can. You can use your passive perception.
Cool. 21.
If we're doing passive, then 11.
I was saying you can use your passive perception.
I got a 5.
Beautiful. That's fine. Riaris, you hear the slightest sort of knocking sound outside.
Hold on. Shh. Zed, shut up for a second. He's gonna work on your armor. I think there's someone outside. I already spoke loud. I probably shouldn't whisper now and just go and open the door.
As you go up to the door, which is the door is a stone wall that moves. So I think as you go up to it, you hear a message in your head. Hey, can you move this?
What? Nala?
Car, I don't think he can hear you knock. Can you move the door?
I'm trying to say out loud. I don't know that. Return. How's the door? What?
Oh, Rios, you just
What is
opened
this?
it.
It's just a door. Can you just open it? Is it just obvious?
Oh, you got it. As I'm already tinkering.
Can I open it my new way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So you see the door open, but you also notice that neither Card nor Nala touched it.
What?
What? Did I press?
Oh, you did it, Rios. Good job.
Yep. Car.
Hi, Car.
Oh,
Ah.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
I thought I heard you out in the hallway. What?
It's a very thick door. I don't think my knuckles weren't good for knocking at it.
Also, it was also solid granite.
There's that.
Nala! Ogra's gonna
Hi.
go and give Nala a hug.
I'm gonna roll with advantage.
Gonna get set on fire.
So cool.
That is an 8 and a 17. She at first is kind of awkward about it, and then she's like, no, she's happy you're okay, and full on just kind of embraces you.
Mhm.
I'm
I'm
gonna
glad you all
Gross.
made it. Yes, very
I'm gonna
much.
go up to the car and be like, hug, handshake. Where were you? Ogra said she saw you, dead.
Yes. I went to where her spirit was and got it back to you. I'm glad it worked.
And we had a drum dance.
We did. I also met one of those people that we can't talk about. Another one.
Mhm.
Oh.
And I
What?
met other people. We have so much to discuss. Oh my goodness.
Are you guys as hungry as I am? That's awesome that you are. Let's walk and talk.
Okay.
Have you
Ogra's
guys met
going to
Arturian,
give.
by the way, Nala, Car.
I didn't hear you, Dan.
You see Nala look over your shoulder at this tiny mouse. Arturian, you see. Do I have a good picture? I guess the picture of Nala I just have now. Oh no, there it is. You see this strangely majestic-looking orange and red bird, Eric Hokra. You feel a sense of heat. Arturian, give me a nature check.
Ooh, Arturian is... Oh, it's not the worst. 14.
14. Cool. Awesome. There is a sense of mythic presence with this being who is standing in the doorway hugging Ogra and then just trying to kind of pick something out of Car's hair. Being very simplistic and sort of weirdly down to earth, but you see there's something else there on this creature. Nala is a phoenix, Eric Okra.
Yeah, that's awesome. Would Arturian have read about the idea of what a phoenix is from his storybooks?
I think so.
As I go, wow, a legendary phoenix in the flesh! As I hop down from the chair. Hi, Arturian, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's coming towards me. Okay.
There's him like walking hard.
In between
It's
them.
a pleasure to meet you.
He's a friend, not food. Friend, not food.
I'm not gonna eat it. It talks.
Insulting to Nala.
Yeah.
I'm
Nala
sorry.
doesn't eat mice.
You're right.
I just didn't want him to burn his hand because you were shocked.
Yeah, well, mice that talk at least.
What?
Hmm?
Arturian.
Hi, I'm not gonna shake your hand.
Because you're made of fire.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at Nala about that and be like, really?
What a kind spirit. All right, back to my work. Skitter on back to the.
While that's going on, I will take a moment and notice that Talia's back, and just nod at her without saying.
Yeah. You see the earring, and then you see like just like a face like just behind it, just kind of giving like a little nod.
I think I see Cardoon. I'm like, no eavesdropping, okay?
Well, then stop talking out loud.
All right. This place is.
I will message to Riaris. You know I can hear the ethereal plane. Come on.
Yeah. This place is pretty cool, but also pretty creepy. Are we wanting to go somewhere else for a little bit?
We should, but where's Sasha?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question. We haven't seen her since we came in here. I don't know.
Okay, well, I
Wanna
have
go
a
look
message for her. So soon, I hope.
Okay.
Oh, Nala,
Hmm.
Ogra got these from a cheating fighter in the fighting pits. Nala's a fighter. Would she want these? And holds out the bracelets.
Oh. I don't have a lot of money.
No, it's a gift. Because Nala's Ogra's friend, and she's helped Ogra and everybody else.
Okay, that's fine. That's nice. What do you want for them?
Nothing. It's a kind gesture, because Ogra knows Nala can fight, and these were helping the fighter cheat, but it'll be better for Nala, because Nala doesn't cheat.
Yeah. No, I understand. Thank you. I appreciate it. What do I give you?
Just keep being Ogra's friend. Just be Nala. Don't change.
My God, she's precious.
Give her a hug.
If you don't, okay, all right, yeah, fine. If you don't want to tell me what to give you, that's fine. I'll figure it out. It takes the bracelets. What?
I put my arm around Nala. I'm like, I think I have something to explain to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You take Nala aside. Car, give me a. Actually, I'll say, roll me a d20.
D20. 13.
13. Okay. I will contest that.
Wow.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. So, you guys are looking to get like something for breakfast?
Breakfast and like a place, a more secretive place to talk, or more secluded. Perhaps.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. As you are like starting to kind of like leave and move out, Arturian, you see there are a lot of everybody with like the red hoods. You see the figure that you. You also see Vana, who is like I'd say like probably in the center, like talking to a few other people. But it does kind of occur to you that you guys have no idea necessarily if anything dangerous happened last night.
Yeah, I look at the work. I look out there. I look at the work. When I look out there, I'm like, maybe I should go with them. They might need me to protect them. So I jump down and grab my gear to join them.
Cool. As you come like across across to Vana. Do you approach Vana at all, or do you just keep on walking with them?
I'm gonna run up to her and say, "Hey, did anything happen last night? I mean, you're alive."
No, I'm fine.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, so we weren't followed, or at least not that you know.
No, it didn't seem that like you were followed.
Oh, okay. Why is everyone out and about right now? Just getting breakfast, or something going on?
Roll me a. Everybody here, I'll say, because you guys are probably pretty close. Everybody, roll me a perception or insight, your choice.
Oh no.
Ooh. Nat 20 for 22.
I love the car.
I'm so glad Car got a nat 20. I got a 0. Natural 1 minus 1.
I also really, really love that Arturian is not picking this up.
19 on insight.
Okay, cool. Car, did you roll insight or perception?
I roll perception.
Beautiful. Cool. Car, you notice that everyone in red hoods is staring in Arturian's direction.
Tori's got a big old smile.
And Ogra, you with a 19 feel like it's kind of the look that someone gives when they're like really in trouble.
Car, give it. Oh, sorry.
Arturian.
Hmm?
Arturian.
Yeah?
Ogra thinks you may be in trouble.
Yeah, and Car will just walk up and as nonchalantly as possible, like walk up to them as he says, "I'm so glad nobody followed anybody last night," and like put one of his wings in front of Arturian.
To like kind of guide him away.
Yeah, like just push him back a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
We were really worried. I'm glad you're okay. So pretty soon, I'm the one they're looking at. They can't see him because now he's behind me in my wingspan.
I like it.
I let opened a little bit.
Yeah, there is a level of like if Arturian was picking this up, terrifying. Like there's like 30 people in this room that have eyes all on Arturian right now, and they're all looking at like it's all like Arturian got called down to the principal's office and everybody's looking at him. Like it's that level of like. Ooh, like that sort of thing. A lot of eyes, a lot of like some of them looking disappointed. Like it's awful. The idea that Arturian rolled a 0 makes my heart feel good.
Go ahead.
No, I think like Vana is like kind of Arturian.
And by the way, have you seen Sasha? Trying to completely change the subject. Have you seen Sasha? I have a message for her.
Yeah, okay. Funny you should mention that. Maybe before you leave, you both should go see Sasha.
I'd love to. Where is she? I don't think she expected that answer.
Where? Car and Riaris give me Arcana checks.
$23.
Thanks for carrying me, Car. Appreciate it, dude. I almost had a good roll.
Man, it's being nice to me tonight.
Beautiful. Passing behind a pillar as if she was there the whole time. Like just like I was here and I just walked in, but Car, you know,
she was not.
She was not.
This is neither where nor when she was. Okay.
Yes. There's like it's also kind of a thing of like you recognize that she's gotten Car, I would say like you see like it was really natural, like how she did that, to the point that you see it as highly practiced. As if she's been doing that a lot lately. Yes. Hi, I'm here. Arturian, let's...
I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, let's...
I don't know either, but I'm supposed to talk to her too. And I'll just walk over to her.
I know. I'll walk behind
Yeah.
car like a kindergartner.
Let's meet in Vault 5.
All of us? Motioning to Wreckless.
Oh, before we go, can we eat real quick? We're starving.
You see Sasha kind of look way above your head, Arturian, to all the other people that are staring. No, you're probably best if we handle this now.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
I would like
had
to
something.
too.
Take Nolan and get breakfast. I had something, and I'll follow.
Well, I would say she will have said if you all want to be here for this, you can.
I'm tired of us being split up personally, so I'm going to encourage us all to go together.
It was a peaceful night, but I didn't like it either.
What? That's what she says.
Sasha?
Yeah.
Oh. You wouldn't know. This one of you wasn't there. And I kind of open my eyes a little bit.
Huh?
Yeah, you come too, please.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it clicks, and she's like, okay, cool. Why don't you all just come on. And with that, it's a little bit late, but with that, we're gonna take our 10-minute break. We'll see you guys in 10.
2 days. So.
All right, we're back. So, as you guys are filing into this room, first off, I know I made him a while ago. Well, you see an old Loa that is like very old, like ancient old, kind of like sitting sort of off to the side, staring at a bunch of tomes that are all open at the same time. Like I'd say about like 4 of them, and you see him just kind of like stopping and reading them. Arturian, you know who this is. I cannot remember his name, so if you beat me before, go for it.
Oh yeah, let me see. Are we in Vault 4?
You're in Vault 5.
Oh, Vault 5.
But we might be still talking about the same person. I met him.
Valari Kuma?
Maybe.
The Dream Lore Weaver?
I'm looking. Actually, I think I have the doc up here.
Yeah, if not, can we go talk to the Dreamlore Weaver? That sounds like a good person.
There we go.
Or was it the Senior Reviser?
It is... Yes, it is the senior... Yeah, it's Heck.
Heck Talk. Yep. My bad. I should have figured.
Yeah, you see this... And I had a picture of them at one point, but I don't know where it went. Anyways, so you see this really old Loa that's kind of like, standing in the corner. I was very surprised that people are kind of coming in here.
Hi, Heck Talk. Yeah, me too, buddy.
What are you... This is... You're not allowed to... You hear Sasha just go... Hector, why don't you go to breakfast or take a nap, something. This is highly irregular. You see him kind of like fold up some of his books, kind of like stands. He takes about a solid minute to fully stand. And you see Sasha just kind of...
Can I help him?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you totally can. You see...
help him up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, see you later, bud.
You see his car as you're helping him. Oh no.
That's on the back. He's like, now is not your time. I'm just helping you get up.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Good.
Do have a good day.
All right. Well, I hope I don't see you again for a long time.
A very long time. Lots of memories.
That is so funny.
That
walks out. And it's like it's every sort of like minute is like a moment of just like Sasha, like being as respectful as she can, but it's just a long process, and like she can't say anything yet, so she's just like kind of watching. And door shuts. Okay. Arturian.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have something to show me?
Is it related to the artifact that I took with me? As I'm gonna grab the artifact and hand it to her.
Cool.
I was in a rush. I'm sorry. I know I wasn't supposed to.
As you grab it to hand it to her, it floats past her hand and then immediately zooms to your shoulder.
I forgot about that. It won't leave me. That's why I built this little cage for it.
Arturian, we need to keep these artifacts intact. We shouldn't. And you see her trying to give you a lecture on not abusing the artifacts. And she's trying to find a way to do it without being a full and total hypocrite.
Yeah.
So you see that?
I understand, Sasha. I know I wasn't supposed to bring it with me. I'm gonna try and find a way to remove it so that way I can keep it here safe and sound. But I don't know. They needed me. I had to go.
No, I understand. I wish you told me that you were using it.
Well, I think there's a lot more to it than I'm realizing. But I should have told you. I'm sorry.
Arturian, you're there's a deep-seated part of Joe that's like, Arturian, you're giving this lady a lot of leeway here. As you were just, I'm like trying to think in my head, like, God, Arturian, like she's such a freaking hypocrite. Yeah, like it also makes sense of Arturian to kind of like try to ignore that, and yeah, that's great.
How? I know this is sidetracking, but these folks said that they have a friend that might know a little bit of something about what you're going through. I was wondering if you're willing to talk to them. Do you guys know if he's here, he or she?
Ooh.
Were yours?
Is that who you were talking about?
Ooh.
The
When we
timey-wimey stuff.
When we first met, you told me that you knew someone that might be going through something similar to what Sasha's going through.
Arturian,
Sasha, I'm worried. Now's the best time, especially if he's here now.
Arturian, roll me an investigation check.
Is this related to magic item?
Yeah.
Let's go. Advantage. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Or 26.
26. Arturian, you are given the glasses and your size and things like that. You're able to kind of focus less on people's, in my head, less on people's facial expressions and you know, like where they're staring, things like that, and more on the things of like how their body language works from, you know, like from just like from the general sort of area of like the chest on down. And for Sasha, you notice like things that like people carry, and people like the way that like people are like hiding things away, or
like if someone puts a hand on their hip that's coincidentally next to the weapon, they might be a little more like stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You have been noticing for the past several weeks a very small, like truly like about this big, a very small journal, or like notebook, I guess, in the like kind of like belt sash that Sasha has. Last night, the journal had a tear on the front cover. Today it doesn't.
Yeah. After I finish saying like now's the best time. Are you even the Sasha that I know?
Why? What are you?
Where's your book? You always keep it on you.
She looks down at her book. You see her take it out. You have watched her write in this journal before. You've seen how long it takes for her to flip to a new page. She's only a few pages in.
I know you have good reason to lie to me or to do what you're doing, but it's been affecting you. And the people here, they need you. You're nice. I just don't want something to happen to you. I don't want us to lose you and then, what, we let the Onbao win? I don't want another name to get erased.
Before I answer, Archarian, how many times have we had this conversation?
A lot.
Okay.
These people, they know things that I don't even fathom yet. They could help. And maybe you could help them.
She kind of like flips through the journal. Kaelinor. Right.
Yes.
Car.
Yes, and apparently you and I were friends in another time and place.
Well, I guess I don't have to. I don't know the rest of your names.
Why do you know ours?
I heard them on the ship that came in.
Okay.
And at this point, I can't remember who it was, but you remember seeing her face for the first time.
Oh, I saw her. Yeah, I remember. All this stuff that Arturian's saying leads me to think that the message you gave me to tell you might have something to do with whatever he's talking about. She told you to stop.
You see the face kind of like stiffen a little bit. Who?
You, the one that apparently was fast friends with another one of me, but this one was dead. And she told me to tell you to stop. I asked her, stop what? And she said you would know.
She was... Did she say how she died?
I didn't ask her. It's kind of rude. Want me to call her in?
No.
Okay. I That's usually rude too, which is why I didn't just do that. But yeah, she let me know some things, some very interesting things. I kind of like look at Riarth for a second, and like look back at Sasha. Now's not the time.
Arturian, in this moment, you're kind of coming to something that I think maybe like either you didn't know or you didn't want to know. And maybe like you're having this moment of like recognizing different times over the past couple of weeks that you've had conversations with Sasha and have stated things that you said before. You've heard her say a bunch of random things that she thought that you would understand that you haven't, and you've also noticed that she has been wildly, almost seeming like bipolar, because she's wildly been just coming in different sort of energies, and now you know because she's been different people.
Yeah. How long have you been doing this, Sasha?
A week.
What? Why?
How?
Arturian, you know how. You see it still pinned to her.
Sasha, I trust these people. So I'm gonna show them how. And I'm gonna walk up, and if there's any way I could cast Identify on it, but in a way that could like show everyone what the object is instead of having to like verbally explain it. Is there a way I can do that?
I think you absolutely can do that, and I think
like kind of make like a model.
I think your device
on
your shoulder.
No, I think you're right. I have it right here.
Iron Man blueprint that thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the lens identification for it.
You got it.
You have a little Jarvis on your side.
As you do,
like
please describe what happens.
Yeah, so the gem is unleashed from the little cage that I built as it starts flittering forward, and as it rotates and the end of the point of the gem touches the object, this little pin, all of a sudden the blue energy just starts displaying out the other side of the tip as it creates one like a model of the pin itself, but then I'd love for it to like show little like illusion type examples of like how it actually working, or maybe even a time Sasha has like used it or something like that.
Yeah, what you see all of a sudden is a extended out globe, like kind of like circular or global like wall. Spherical, thank you. Spherical wall that seems to stretch out, kind of like moves, is so big that it actually kind of pushes beyond, like some of you are inside it, some of you are outside of it, depending on where you are, like where you're standing in this moment, but all around hundreds at least of Sasha in different areas.
Does it? Two questions really quick, not to blow it, but one, does the blue look familiar? Is it the same blue?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Second question, because that's making Carr a little nervous. Does it remind Carr of when we were looking for others of me? Like when I saw all of myself?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So Carr, like...
I would remember that too. I think Riaris would also...
Yeah, Carr's like, I know this. I know this.
Yeah, I'm looking right at you, Carr. Like,
this is not insane. What do you do? Ooh. 1 week, and you keep on doing it. Once was enough.
What are you
is-
doing
this is-
exactly?
This is much more than I thought it was.
Oh, it's probably even worse than you're seeing.
So there are this she I love this book because I think it's so comical as she goes like, so this is going to be kind of hard to believe or understand, but there are more than this timeline.
Uh-huh.
We know.
You don't say.
Yeah, like someone says something like, I know this is going to sound crazy. And you're like, yeah, no, yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Like,
Been there, done that.
yeah.
Wore the t-shirt.
You see at first her like first to her, but like, no, you don't understand. Like there's the time that we're in.
He is from another one too, and points to Zed.
You see Zed just,
Yeah, we got together, we dragged him out of that one and brought him here.
so you guys, okay. All right, so you understand then how important each one of us are in these different, imagine if all of you in every timeline knew each other.
And I've talked to a few of them. It's enlightening, but it's also something you don't want to play with.
Yes, of course. No, I understand that, and I've been trying to be careful with it, Arturian. You know that's a full lie. It might be true of this one, but it's not true of others. You're muted?
Yes. Sasha, you've been using this so many times. Oh, maybe not you, but all of you. I mean, every day there's something just a little bit different about you all.
And one of you thinks that you should stop. And given that she was dead and told me to tell you to stop, I can hypothesize how she died.
Look, you see how many there are, right? Like, it could walk outside and lightning could have struck that one.
Yes.
It has.
Countless times.
Okay, so that's why yeah, okay, yeah.
If there's like infinite amount of views, would there be possibilities if you were a different race or look different?
As far as I've seen, different race, no. Look different. Yeah, some of us have had different different pasts. Different things that have happened in the past.
That question I asked you in chat, Ogra's just gonna get as close as she can to her and just so she's gonna look into her eyes. And I want to see if I can do that check.
You got it. DC 25.
Holy moly.
I'm
using advantage.
Can I guide her?
Okay.
Is it a check?
Yeah.
Okay, guidance.
D4?
And I'll send Sasha to guide her.
That should elevate it to a D6, I think.
Awesome. That's really cool.
No, still a D4.
You tried. We respect the hustle.
Okay, one of those was a 19, so this actually could happen.
Okay.
Wait. It becomes a 25.
Oh!
As you stare deep, you're not really sure how. As she said, it wouldn't really make sense that it would be a different race. Unless, of course, it was someone who constantly likes to change their appearance.
Which we know has happened.
You see it.
It's good to see you again.
Do we know who she saw?
Wait, what? Yeah.
No.
Because we don't know.
Yeah, you just see Ogra like intensely looking into her eyes, like covering half her face.
You've met her too?
We all have.
Ogra, no. I don't
It's
think
Sylvia.
I have.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Ogra, I
Yeah.
know you just died recently. You might be a little confused. This is Sasha.
No, think about it. Yoon was always really close to her, and she always appeared to Yoon, and she changed her name to S's all the time.
That makes sense.
And Ogra just looked. Eyes
they-
are the windows to the soul, and we like, Kaelinor, you had a good few conversations. Look into her eyes, and you'll see.
Car and Olga, where were you when you died? What is happening?
I wasn't dead. What? I didn't die.
Well, when you okay,
Ogra, Sylvia didn't. She tolerated me at best. But you might be on track with the branding thing. She did like caresses.
What are you talking about?
did she talk to Yoon?
Maybe.
We knew someone named Sylvia who was kind of our introduction into timelines and time, and I don't know, but I trust Ogra enough to know she thinks she sees something in you.
It was Sylvia who brought us all together to begin with.
Riarch,
And our-
roll me a religion check with advantage.
In our timeline, Sylvia was a belly dancer.
Oh, this is the
Excuse
belly
me?
dancer you were talking about?
Uh-huh. Which is kind of weird now thinking about it, because Yoon was watching his sister belly dance in that boat bar.
Okay. Guys, I know there's a go ahead.
18. I don't know. That's the point. What? Okay, whatever.
Riaris, come here for a second.
Yeah.
I put my hand on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And I tried to do what I did to myself with her. Go back far enough through timelines until it splits where it could be a change in race. Or ethnicity, or I forget what they call it now, but you know what I mean.
Species.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'm
will-
like, well, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say I'll give it to the both of you. If there is a figure on the timeline that goes back far enough that is aware of time being not a constant, it can be changed, it can be rearranged, it can be jumped forward, it can move back, then wouldn't it make sense that the figure that brought you together at some point met you at different points?
Yeah.
And it all kind of clicks together. Every version you've met, Sylvia, Selma, Sasha, and the Sea Witch are all the same person.
I will gently remove my hand from his shoulder so it like fades. It's not a shock. Just like
I think I have like a 10-mile long stare just past, just at the wall, and just this explains so much.
What's explained?
I wish I could show you.
We died a few times already, and Sylvia, Sasha rewound time and brought us back to life, or made us go back in time, brought Riaris back.
Guys, I can't. Okay, I can do this for myself, but I can't do any of that.
Right now, you
Yeah,
can't.
because it wasn't you. It was a different creation, and the way the timelines go and they affect and what happens is based on whoever you are, what you've chosen, how you appear, where you go, who you meet, what you do.
Is that what the arm bow's after?
I don't.
What does it mean? What?
Riaris,
What do you know?
as your brain is already melting, you think about all the other moments from the backstories of your guys, how you got here. Specifically, one of the big ones was Yoon. Seeing the woman in the bar. Same person.
I'm sorry, are you saying Sasha is part of the trifecta of Selma, Sylvia, and the Sea Witch?
I think you're being a little reductive when you say trifecta, as if there's only 3.
Well, that's what my original understanding. So now there's more of them.
A lot of them.
So
Did you say Sea Witch?
back there? Yeah, Jan Memore. Have you heard that name?
Oh well, okay, that's definitely not me.
Not this timeline.
No, but
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
it
you
is.
said. Yeah, but, okay, you said like it always choosing an S name, so you already.
Well, those are the ones
broke your
Ogra
own.
just only knew.
Well, Sea Witch, Ass is the title. Still begins with Ass.
Right?
That's a stretch, don't you think?
I
Not
think
really.
so.
What do you?
I see it. I see the Selma. I see the Sylvia. Wait a minute!
Some things of the personality don't change. I think, yeah. Who you are.
It's not a stretch, it's a brand. You have decent-ish branding, I guess. Could be more creative.
Wait, so you guys know Sasha before all of this?
Well, not exactly. We
Yes and no.
read aspects of Sasha.
You've met her other versions that have come.
Well, yeah, but I mean the timelines go back pretty far before there's
How far back have you gone, Sasha? Where have you gone? When have you gone?
You see her eyes get really big. I think the first time I used it, I didn't know how. I didn't know that that's what it did. Oh my god! I thought I came back.
That's why you've been confused every time you come back.
How does this work?
I'd like to show the module that.
Let's not do that.
Well, yeah, you show like kind of like the like sort of like the, like without going into the like.
Right. I want to get
Yeah, Arturian, but I will say like Arturian on top of that because I really love that we've come to this flip.
Yeah.
Freaking 25 Ogra.
Yeah, that was
I wanted you
It
guys
wasn't
to
for car. She wouldn't have got it. The car.
I wanted you guys
the
to
guidance
suspect but not know for a long time. Cool. Yeah, Arturian, as you say, like there were multiple times where Sasha came up to you and started talking to you as if she had just started a conversation with you. She didn't seem to know that she just jumped into this moment. So yeah, you start to realize like when she jumps
all piecing together.
back, it's not her, it's
Mhm.
someone else. So she's always leaving somewhere to go somewhere
That's why
else.
she gets so confused.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the biggest thing why I was confused. But okay, cool.
Yep.
Sasha, can I try something?
Okay.
And I hold out my hand, and I'm like, may I? And I'm looking at her hand. I don't want to touch the artifact.
She sticks out her hand.
I put her hand in both of mine. Is she the one from this timeline? Does she belong here?
I will count this as your advantage. I'll say a religion with advantage.
Okay.
Digging up all the shit today.
Oh, but is there any? Oh no, he already has advantage. Never mind. You got this car.
I hope. Oh, okay. 22.
Not only is she not from this timeline, you think she's probably removed at least a dozen times?
Okay. Now, what do I say about that?
And you do see Arturian kind of
I
looking
keep
up.
her hand, I pat it, and I say, you've traveled a long way. A very long way. But you haven't returned home yet.
Is there any way we could bring her back and get the original?
I'm waiting for her to let that sink in for her.
No, I'm from
No, you're not.
Arturian.
You're really different.
Okay. Yeah, Arturian, you
Open your book. My Sasha had that book completely filled out. You just started yours.
She opens it.
I mean, you're still my Sasha, but is there any way we can get her back?
Sarah, roll me a d20.
Uh-oh, that's ominous.
Yeah. Okay. 17.
Good roll. You see Sasha is having a full-on panic attack.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
God, that's
Ogra's going
very
to just
difficult.
like go over, like put her hand over her chest and go. Breathe with Ogra.
Which version? Which version are you telling me? Which version are you telling me to breathe?
This
Ugh.
just for
Oh, God.
Right now, the important one.
Oh God. And you see
The one
like
that
you like the room is spinning for her. Like as she's like now she's like kind of like clutching this that realization of that moment of like every time you've jumped, you've gone somewhere else. Every time you've jumped, you've left somewhere else. It is you've left maybe a version of you behind. There's like this, you know, this kind of like sort of sense of like her brain is full, you know, I mean it's Neo realizing the Matrix. There's a like a level of like full on, you know, 15 or lower she would have fallen unconscious. So 17 was great.
Like I imagine Riara sees in her look the same way that he has felt many times. I think once Ogra's there, not to move over, but to go and just kind of get in front of her as well. Just look her right in the eye, kind of gently, kind of hold her. It's impossible to know everything. It's okay. Those details of our and mine aren't that important right now. Just breathe. Follow Ogra's rhythm. Doesn't matter if she's yours or mine or anybody else's. Just breathe. It's okay.
Roll me a... Roll me a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier. Cleric.
So you said that like an insult, cleric.
No, that was... Yeah, sorry.
Derogatory. Crazy.
That was not meant to be an insult at all.
It's funny.
My dice felt insulted. I rolled a 2 plus whatever. 6.
Okay, yeah.
Can Ogra be giving him advantage by helping try calming her?
Yeah, actually, I think so, yes. Because I think in this way, Ogra is handling the panic part, and Riaris is handling the self-realization part.
That turned that 2 to a natural 20 for each one.
Oh, let's go!
That makes me very...
By the power of friendship.
Incredible.
Now you're now you're a cleric.
Now it's cleric.
If I take this off, if I give this up, what will happen?
Well, no.
I kind of look a little bit towards Arturian and look back at... Honestly, I don't know that we know.
But
But
we
I
do know.
know.
Oh, yeah.
I do know that continuing what you're doing is not going to make anything better, Sasha.
Not much you've told me.
Here's the weird thing, gang. That may not be true. And Riaris, I will say, like, with that roll, you also know that. The weird thing is, if she keeps using it, she could be more Sea Witch. If she stops using it, she could be less Sylvia's.
A sentence that simply my brain cannot understand.
Yeah. Don't think too hard on it, because then you'll have trouble falling asleep, as I've had to
Well,
deal
to
with.
me, it's nature versus nurture. If she keeps using it, depending on what happens when she uses it, she could go one way or the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Sash, I'd be happy to talk more as long as we need, whatever we need. I've gone through this, but hundreds, if not thousands. I've seen all the people around me live and die. It's very difficult. We just need the most important thing that I have been finding is being grounded in yourself. All of us, every version, there are strings and lines that tie them together to who they are. While a part of me wants to offer to take that from you, that pin, if you hold it, you need to just make sure you stay Sasha. You don't wander. You don't let what you see in these other worlds and timelines change you. And I will tell you, that is extremely hard.
I mean, all this started with one Sasha using the pin.
Where did this come from? Do you know, Arturian? This pin?
I don't know.
You have an idea?
Oh, I definitely don't remember then. Is it in the...
Kevin, you might not. Arturian might.
Okay.
All of the artifacts, or at least most of them, the ones that seem to have magical things attached to them, have had significant evidence that they've come from the tower in Jakan.
I mean, the only place that I think it could have came from is from that tower.
You're gonna have to be more specific. What tower?
The tower in, was it Jakka? Is that how you say it?
Jakan.
Jakan. The tower in Jakan.
The
That's
upside
where we get
down
all of our
one,
magic ones.
Yoon said his tower was in Jukan.
All the artifacts we get are usually from there. Who's Yoon?
Yoon was a part of our group for a long time. Sasha's brother. Conveniently enough.
There's something else about Yoon. He's also the one who trained Hakuya.
I'm
What?
sorry, what?
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 That's what you told me. At least in her timeline, Yoon was Hakuya's mentor.
Ugh.
That's not. I realize the ridiculousness of saying this right now, but that's not possible. Hakuya is much older than Yoon.
I don't understand it.
What if
What
the
if?
other Sasha?
Are you sure you're the only one who's used that bauble?
And with that, we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh,
See
baby.
you guys next week.
Oh, my goodness.